it has been. We have 4 series racing here all weekend long, but right now it is all about the Truck Series. Just 2 races to go before we cut it off and we set the field for our playoffs. We're so happy to have you with us on this Friday evening. We have a stacked field. There's Ross Chastain's truck, but we're going to get to that in a bit. We have no idea how this is going to shake down. So much on the line and some big news coming over the last week and a half. There it is, the Craftsman Truck Series is Kyle Busch with his family waiting to climb aboard the truck for his 5th and final time this season. And I'm Jamie Little, joined as always with Michael Waltrip, and we like to have Regan Smith, some call him Regie Beagie. We have him back with us here in the field. We've had a great day so far. Michael, every driver we heard from in qualifying and practice, they were loving it. Big smiles. Why do they love racing at this place so much?
This place has so much history and so much fun to drive on. This is a super speedway of road courses. You snake your way around this track at high speed. And the crowd, so many people here tuned in to watch this race. It's going to be a great event. Look at all the campers. This place has been full all week, Regie Beagie. And I'll tell you what, they've got their work. I don't care how many interlopers there are. They got their work cut out for them if they're going to beat Corey Heim.
Corey Heim has been so good all year this year, Michael, but this is a absolutely stacked field. Guys like Chris Busch are in the field for the first time in in his career of the Truck Series. Won at Watkins Glen in the Cup Series 1 year ago. Another guy that's in the field, Connor Silich, we know how good he's been on the road courses. And as you go down through the list, it is stacked after stacked in terms of Cup drivers. This is going to be a fun race, a challenging race to win for whoever does it.
So who do you guys pick? You've been changing your picks all day, by the way. So who is it?
I'm going with Corey Heim, but don't forget that guy. You remember Kyle Busch? He's pretty good.
I don't know who to pick.
Well, let's kick things off. Let's send it trackside for opening ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the Rochester Institute of Technology, ROTC, presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation from Elmwood Avenue Baptist Church, Reverend David Fife.
Let's pray. Our Father, we thank you again once more for the weather that you've provided for this year's running of the Craftsman Trucking Series. We ask your blessing upon this race. Protect the drivers, protect the crew, and protect the course workers. Bless this race, Lord. Grant us a safe race, and help us to remember that all good things come from you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform the Canadian National Anthem, followed by the Star Spangled Banner. Please welcome local recording artist Anna Hurt.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bolts bursting in air. say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
America! Let's go!
What an absolutely beautiful rendition of the national anthem.
I mean, it was
Got
hype.
me fired up, ready to go racing. I know the drivers are getting ready. 170
How the hell is everybody doing today?
of racing is ahead from beautiful Watkins, Glen. Picturesque all around for a very storied racetrack.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day, because I am. Because we got NASCAR. And that's gonna be fun. We got NASCAR trucks from Watkins, Glen. Gotta fix this a little bit. There we go. But yeah, the truck race at Watkins Glen. This is the first time I will be live for a truck race at Watkins Glen. I almost wasn't live for this race, but I think they only ever did it once. I think it was 2021 was the only other time they did it. And I was not live for that because I was at Dom's grad party. So yeah, I think it was the only other time they did it. But yes, so today, do I miss going to Watkins Glen? I only ever went to Watkins Glen once. I only ever went there once. That was 2014. And honestly, since then, the races have kind of sucked. 2016 was a good race. 2019 was a good race. And last year's race was good. But since then, like, all the other races have kind of sucked there. So, not really, you know. And the sight lines aren't the best. But yes, so, yes, Andy has the stage layout set up for us. It's a 72-lap race. Stage 1 is 20 laps. Stage 2 is 25 laps. So that'll be lap 55, and then the final 27 laps will be the final stage. 6 sets of tires. Or no, sorry, 4 sets of tires. And Bob did not say how long a fuel run was, but I'm assuming it's long enough to get through every stage. So you won't have to pit under green for fuel this race.
That's the crunchy, melt in your mouth feeling of Ritz toasted chips.
And then later tonight we got the Red Sox. They play
Series. Well, a lot
at 9:40 because they're in San Diego this weekend.
But some big news, most notably Stuart Friesen, who won a race earlier this year.
Stuart Friesen.
The playoffs. This happened on a
This is a
track
terrifying
in Canada.
crash.
10 days ago. It's hard to watch.
Oh my God,
these
yeah.
Images. The fact that he survived this just has everybody in awe, but he did suffer some major injuries. Broke his pelvis in multiple areas, compound fractured right leg. He was in the hospital.
I mean, that crash is already bad before he got hit, you know?
How beautiful is that? Son Parker giving Stuart a hug. I know Regan, we both talked to Stuart. He's happy that he's home, and he's also happy that he's going to get to sit and watch this race this afternoon. But our thoughts and prayers are with Jess and the family. It's so beautiful to see that picture.
So glad he's home, and at the end of the day, Michael, we saw how violent that wreck was. The fact that he's able to have a little bit of a grin on his face in this picture right here as he's hugging Parker, that's what it's all about, right? The race cars, and when he gets back to the track, that'll happen whenever it will, and we know he's watching today, and we certainly wish the best for Stuart as he recovers.
Absolutely.
You're behind my stream?
Certainly, we're all thinking about him. So that leads to some.
But then you should pause my stream and then,
yeah,
resume it once you, for like 20
his
seconds.
truck here tonight, and wow, he had to have been smiling earlier today because that truck was fast. And then you have the Caden Honeycutt news. He was released by Nice Motorsports because he signed a deal.
Yeah, all this happened in the truck series since the last truck
so
race.
They released him to go find another ride. Turns out he's going to jump in the Friesen truck starting next week. There's so
Stuart
much
Friesen honestly wasn't really the same already. He kind of is not that good anymore.
It feels like an entire offseason. There has been so much taking place, and very rare, Michael, in this sport to have a mid-season change of a playoff.
Yeah, no, obviously we're rooting for Stuart Friesen. Connor Zilish is driving that truck today. And then, I forgot, did they announce who would be driving it
He's racing the
for the rest of the year?
Watkins Glen because of Christopher Bell being in Stewart's.
Oh no, Connor Zilish is filling in for Caden Honeycutt. Christopher Bell is filling in for Stuart Friesen. That's right.
We'll look at that in just a little bit, but those points could be shaken up.
Yeah, Christopher Bell is in the race, starting second, filling in for Stuart Friesen.
With just 2 races.
Honestly, we probably won't see Stuart Friesen pretty much definitely for the rest of the year.
That is our own Todd Bodine, a 2-time champion in the Truck Series, and he will get the command.
I'd love nothing more than if he could be back and healthy for the Daytona truck race next year, but kind of doubt it. Here's Todd Bodine.
The Truck Series champion and Fox NASCAR analyst Todd Bodine.
As a proud upstate New Yorker, New York race fans, are you ready? Say it with me now. Drivers, start your engines!
Well done, Mr. Bodine. He's from Chemung, New York, 30 miles away from this racetrack. So much history right there. Well, 36 truckers, they are fired up and ready to do battle. 176 miles of action coming your way. The green flag will wave next.
How fast could a stock car go?
Victory still hanging in the balance. Waddle's
Just
around in front. He'll drop the hammer. Chase Elliott now is on the prowl. Nobody's giving it. Lady right down the middle. Go, 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 go. Chastain handling as hard as he can. The speed is up to the driver. Kyle Busch is all over it. Lawrence is going to do it. Never give up. Logano steps into history. What did we just say?
The Sticky Icky Laguna.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high performance.
But yes, my win pick for today is Christopher Bell. I think he wins from second.
Check. Roll cage, check.
Corey Heim is starting on the pole.
Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride.
My boy Kyle Busch starting in 11th. There's a few other Cup drivers in the race today.
Put the work in.
I know Buscher's in the race, which is kind of weird. Is this Buscher's first truck race? Because I don't think Buscher ever did the truck series before he went to Cup. I think he did Xfinity and then just went to Cup.
Oh. So, what's next?
Craftsman.
Sammy Smith is in the race today, but he's an Xfinity driver.
Love was nearly lost.
Yeah, Ross Chastain's in the race, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking
Chris
everyone up with
Buescher.
more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
BCA.
And yeah, that's all for the Cup drivers.
Are you kidding me?
Or Bryce Harper and the Phillies. Take on Corey Seager.
But yeah, has Chris Buescher ever ran a truck race before?
Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. Come on, the smell. Gordon's undercover discovery sends sparks flying. I am shocked.
I can bark too, bro.
You stormed in here really angry.
I don't think you've seen me angry.
Gordon Ramsay's
Did Bush ever do
Service
ARCA? I'm
only
not sure.
Wednesday on Fox.
But
My oldest daughter, Camilla, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have.
yeah, this is Chris Buescher's first ever truck race. He never did the trucks. He did do ARCA. Yeah, 57 races, won 10 races
$300 a month. You know, you do the
between
math.
2010 and
We're able to save
2013.
With using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can get hard too for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
But yeah, he has never raced a truck race until today.
Welcome
He also hasn't raced an Xfinity race since like he clinched the championship in 2015. Damn. I didn't realize he was that strictly Cup.
Beautiful day in the Buckeye State. Corey Heim, the 21-year-old out of Marietta, Georgia. Corey Heim wins at Mid-Ohio. This is Circuit of the Americas. Corey Heim, he is so good, so fast. It's time at Circuit of the Americas. Welcome to the historic Lime Rock Park. Corey Heim just continues to dominate here. Checkered flag is in here. Corey Heim wins the first race at Lime Rock Park.
No knocking it down at this point for the 11 truck. Just executing perfectly.
And earlier today, Corey Heim did Corey Heim things. He's starting on the pole for the 4th time this season. Boys, what do you say? Let's dial him up.
Check it out. Hello, Corey Heim. It's Michael Waltrip, Regan Smith, and the Fox team. You copy?
Hey, I got you.
Well, it's good to be Corey Heim going for your 4th road course race win in a row on the pole. Is that truck as good as it looks today?
Yeah, I certainly feel like we had some speed. You know, I think a lot of it was me just trying to acclimate and get used to this track again. It's been a couple years since I've raced here, so really proud of the model we brought through TRD and Toyota. Being able to acclimate to that sim.
You're gonna miss the last 30 minutes of the race to the Panthers and Browns game.
And then the speed
It's preseason, bro.
With our Mobile 1 Tundra from Track on Garage, so looking forward to it today. Really enjoy road course racing and just got to keep it up front.
Corey, you got to acclimate to the track and did well, as you said. Got to acclimate to some more drivers in the field, too, that aren't normally there. How are you going to deal with all these other ringers from the Cup Series that are stepping in today?
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, there's certainly a lot of talent within the field today, but yeah, our goal is to keep it up front.
Yeah, Shador Sanders is actually going to be starting for the Browns tonight.
We'll be watching. Good luck today. Thanks, Corey.
Which should be interesting. The fact that there's 5
so
QBs
so
on that
good.
team is crazy to me.
Guys.
I feel like you
Regan,
can
did
cut like
notice
2 of
who's
them down.
first right now? That's what he's thinking of.
That's as I asked that. That's exactly what was in his mind.
Well, guys, this is the second of 3 road course races we'll have this year. So let's break it down with our track map and see how unique and how fun this place is. A lot of passing zones.
Yeah, I talked about it in the opening, how much these drivers love this racetrack and the fact that there are so many places you can get passes done. You come across the start-finish line, down into turn 1, heavy braking zone, a lot of passing can go on there, and some really effective good passes, and then others as well, where you just run into people. Look at that carnage, that chaos going down into turn 1. We're going to see that all day long. And when you leave this mess, you head up through the S's and really get some speed going down the back straightaway into another.
Did I hear what happened to the Colts QB? Anthony Richardson? I heard something happened, but I didn't really hear what.
And as you try to make the passes, Michael, into the bus stop, as you're trying to
he's
outrate
injured?
guys, you hit the curb. Sometimes you lose control. You beat and bang. You get side by side, and you can see
Finger injury.
occasionally run into the back of somebody, as Matt Crafton had happened to him right there. There will be some hurt feelings through the bus stop today. A lot of it will not be intentional. It's just you're so on the edge as you go through that section of the racetrack.
Apparently it's just a minor
you get through
injury.
the carousel after that, turn 6, and then turn 7. This is where you got to get the job done, right? The start-finish line, a little ways past that, you're battling to get to the checkered flag. Your last good opportunity, and you see right here, passing zones. Turn 1, through the bus stop, through the carousel. Maybe use the nose just a little bit.
You think Shador will not end the season with the Browns? I think he'll end the season with the Browns.
Well, Michael, it's going to be exciting.
I think
Keep an eye on that.
I think injuries will happen,
We watched that
and I think he'll actually end up getting a chance.
Every single lap. All right, guys,
I don't know how good he'll do, but
starting grid. We already talked about Corey Heim captured the pole in exciting fashion. Just beat out the guy starting next to him, Christopher Bell. Welcome back to the Truck Series.
When we get back to row 2, we're going to see an all-Spire Motorsports row right here. You got Sammy Smith in the number 7 truck making his 3rd start of the year, and Andres Perez very good in practice today. This could be a big day for him.
On row 3, Gio Ruggiero in that 17 truck, really solid on the road courses so far. And then Lane Riggs, really fast at Lime Rock. He could get the job done today. There's so many guys that say, we're tired of hearing about Corey Heim. We're going to go do something with him today.
Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup. 36 trucks here today, and it is stacked. There's Ross Chastain back in row 4.
Ben Rhodes, one of those guys that, could potentially, we may have a little bit of shakeup in terms of the points and what's going on there. could be a big day for Ben Rhodes. And how about Kyle Busch all the way back there in row 6? You don't see that very often.
Yeah, he wasn't overly thrilled with that truck in practice. Said he was having some brake issues. It'd be interesting to see how that works out. Connor Zillich, row 7. What do you think that we talk about Connor Zillich a lot today, Regan?
I'm going to say it's not going to take long for him to not be in row 7 anymore, Michael. Very good on these road courses. And then, of course, we get a little further back in the field. Daniel Hemrick was good in practice, not quite as good in qualifying as he would have liked to have been. And the birthday boy, Parker Kligerman, starting in row 9.
There you see Matt Crafton, the crusty veteran. He's going to row from the 12th row. Matt Mills and Timmy Hill on row 13. And then there's some heavy hitters back here. Grant Enfinger, Ty Majeski.
And Ty Majeski had some problems in practice, didn't love where his truck was at, and had to make some adjustments. So he's going to fall back there to row 17, and it's going to be fun to see what these guys are capable of doing, Jamie, how much they can get up through the field here.
Well, we know the speed that Caden Honeycutt's had all year, but he's in a different truck, so we
You have Riggs winning the race?
Good evening now to our pit reporters, Todd Bodine and Amanda Busick. Good evening, Amanda. You're up first.
Hey, Jamie, yeah, you guys were talking about Lane Riggs. He comes into this race as the winner of 2 of the last 3 races. Well, this is also Lane Riggs' 3rd ever race on a road course. He told me he was surprised how well he appeared at the prior 2 appearances on a road course. But when I asked him where this team is right now, he said, we have great equipment, we have me, and we have good point position. Something he plans on defending here tonight. He predicted a top 5 finish as the 34 truck rolls off 6th. Todd, it was amazing hearing all these friends yell with you for driver start your engines. Take it away.
Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, that was fun. You know, I really think that it's underestimated how tight the racing community really is. Not just our NASCAR community, but every racing across the country. I asked Christopher Bell after qualifying, what does it mean to you to get into this truck? And he sung the praises of Stuart Friesen. He knows that Stuart is a legend in Northeast modified dirt racing and how good he truly is at it. But he said it's even more than that. He understands how hard Stuart and this HFR team have worked to get to this point. You know, they've been a struggling team for a few years now. They've won a couple races, but right now, they're right where they want to be. They're a top-running team. Jimmy Villeneuve has done a great job of putting his team together with Stuart. And believe me, Christopher Bell is incredibly appreciative to be in this truck. Jamie?
A nice tribute to Stuart on your hat there, and well done on the command to fire engines. All right, Michael, how about the Craftsman track description?
Well, me and Regan ran through this crazy place and all the action that we're going to see on these 7 turns, plus a bus stop. So a lot of elevation change, too. You see the track's just over 2.4 miles, 124 feet of that elevation change. The front straightaway 38 feet wide. We're going to see some action, Regan.
A lot of action, Michael, and as we take a look at the race analysis up next, 72 laps, and you see how it's broken down. 20 laps for the first stage, 20 for the second stage, 32 for the final. The fuel window, you see it on the bottom there, 32 laps, and that leads us in to the Ram race strategy. And let me tell you what, this one is going to be very, very interesting as the day plays out, because when we look at that final stage and when we look at what the strategy is going to be with the Ram race strategy, 32 laps. We think they can go 31 or 32 laps on fuel. That's awful close, but they are running much faster this year than what they typically have, or what they ran last time we were at Watkins Glen. Fuel mileage might not be as good as they think. We're going to have to keep an eye on that as the final stage starts.
I like that bottom line. Will drivers pit? That's going to be an interesting question we're going to answer as we hop on board with C. Bell.
How about this? Multiple angles, Michael. We were all loving this earlier. The foot cam right there. We're going to get to watch him go to work all race long.
Look how just calm that looks right now, Regan. It's getting ready to get busy down there with those tennis shoes that he's wearing. Working that gas and brake, warming things up. Beautiful shots we're going to see today from inside this 52 truck.
Ben Rhodes got the onboards for him as well, starting back in 9th.
Ben has been very good on these road course tracks. 4th place a few weeks ago. We know he's going to give us a good ride from 9th, and we know how aggressive Ben Rhodes can be.
We got that bumper cam. Will he be using that front bumper to see if he can get some spots? We're going to find out right away.
All right, we've been waiting. Well, 2 weeks for these drivers ready to go.
Oh.
Left and right hand corners. This is going to be exciting as we're back. After 4 years, we are racing at Watkins
All right.
Glen.
Here we go. Green flags in the air. We are racing from Watkins Glen.
Racing Corey
Forgot they moved the restart zone.
Christopher Bell right behind him, jumping out of line right behind them, taking a peek down into turn 1. Three wide. Ross Chastain.
Split 4 wide now. Crazy exits to these corners. We're going to see them all day long.
And this is where 2 wide gets difficult. You get through the S's, and it is very tough to run side by side. And when you do, the truck behind you can get a run on you, which then might put you 3 wide as you get to the bus stop. That's something to keep an eye out for.
Look at Kyle Busch.
I don't know what you're saying.
He was peeking out already down that back straight.
32, 33, I don't know.
Into the bus stop.
I don't know what you're saying.
71 we're hearing might have a problem. Already on pit road, Raja Karuk, let's listen to his radio.
What's it doing, Raj? Like an axle. An axle's messed up. Like the back keeps walking when I try to roll to the gas and my wheels to the race.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame.
Okay, so yeah.
We saw
Andy gave me the wrong
warming up
stage
his
lights.
tires and
So blame
race.
Andy.
And then while doing that, Raja
Nah, blame me for not double checking.
And that would be the second axle today.
Stages are 20 laps for the first stage, 20 laps for the second stage.
Something that can happen on the road.
And then the
course,
final
something you
32
gotta be aware
laps is
of,
the final
unfortunately,
stage.
And hopefully they can get it fixed and get it back out there.
And Raja had a problem in practice, so the brake pedal went right to the floor, and then his teammate Kyle Busch wasn't real happy with his brakes, so that's going to be something I think we need to watch throughout today. Amanda, what are you hearing in Raja's pit?
Yeah, I'm here with the team. The truck has been cut off at this point. I did hear them say over the radio, the team to go back to the garage to bring the rear axle, so confirm the rear axle.
What a shame to have that happen on the parade laps, but so much anticipation. We talked about how much drivers love this racetrack. That's just kind of hurt for Raja.
Going back to the start for just a moment there, you noticed how maybe up front it wasn't quite as crazy as sometimes we see. There is a new restart and starting zone for Watkins Glen this year. It happens before you get to turn 7, so that's why as you saw the truck surge forward just a little bit before we got to turn 7, that's why you saw that. It's something to keep an eye on as the day plays out on some of these restarts. We did
Yeah, that's why I just always follow Bob.
So far, it appears that it's helped make these
Just listen to Bob and nobody else.
Initial start a little bit cleaner.
Because Bob's the only one who knows what he's talking about.
At is that truck of Christopher Bell. He said all day long, Regan, how much he loved the way his truck was handling, which means once the tires get heated up and you start leaning on them, he likes his truck. We saw a nice break on the start by Corey Heim, and then Andres Perez was all over the back of C. Bell, but it looks like Bell stretched it out a little bit there on Perez, and now he's going to see if he can go hunt down the leader, Heim.
And Michael, as we get to your point, 10 laps into this run, that's where you're really going to want your truck to be the best, and that's what's going to really tell the story as to who needs a little work and who doesn't. And right now, Corey Heim, he was confident when he talked to us before the race. Well, as you were looking out of Christopher Bell's truck a moment ago there, he's showing us why he was confident.
Those two and Andres Perez in the 77, just a bit of gap there. They've been able to stretch it out a little bit over Sammy Smith in 4th in that 7 truck, and then after that, we talked about some heavy hitters in the back. It gets crazy in the pack, doesn't it?
And quite a few drivers starting in the rear. You guys mentioned Grant Enfinger, unapproved adjustments, Caden Honeycutt in the 02, Frankie Muniz, Wesley Slimp, and the 22 changed an engine. So we had some good trucks coming from the rear. Biggest mover there, Caden Honeycutt, up 9 spots in the 02 truck.
Yeah, he had a tough time in practice and had to work on that truck a little bit, but he's been able to make some moves racing inside of the 88 there of Matt Crafton.
Can't imagine the month that this guy's had. He gets married. A week later, he announces.
So Corey Heim has about a second and a third lead over Christopher Bell.
They release him. He has to find a ride for this race. Gets a call from Friesen. We're going to start racing our truck next week. And oh, by the way, try to keep it in playoff contention while you're at it.
Well, right now he's not only trying, he's doing a nice job making some moves.
Brad Perez running in
three-time
3rd.
Series champion that he just went by, and certainly Caden, after what was a tough practice, appears that they've got everything going in the right direction in that 02 right now.
That's cool to see the progress he's made, as you pointed out. I didn't know what he was going to have. He seemed to skim that wall coming off turn 7 in practice, and then they had to work on the truck, but man, he's rolling. Lambros in the 2 just ahead of him there. See if he can grab that spot.
Skip Barber truck, we talked about him. How many drivers went through that school at some point when they were younger? I know I got my racing license there, so representing in the truck field tonight.
And you You see a number of blocks as they head into turn 6 right there, just trying to take away that passing zone. If somebody's got to run on you, you got to block that move to try and keep them behind you, at least until you get over here to turn 7 and onto the front stretch, and then you may gap him. And the ones that I saw in particular, Daniel Hemrick as well as the 70 of Brent Cruz, they were going at it tooth and nail going into turn 6, and still are right there bumper to bumper.
Yeah, they're bumper to bumper. You see Jack Wood in the 91 looking on there.
Mentioned Brent Cruz in the 70. Guys, he sold his Trans Am team, decided he was buying a truck team, has help from Nitro Motorsports. Here they are. I mean, we talked about him all practicing qualifying. By the way, he ran the ARCA race earlier, dominated until 3 laps to go. Car shut off, lost the race to a 15-year-old. It was incredible, but tough break for Brent Cruz.
You said he owns his team? He's 17. How did he already own a team? He's doing a lot of special things at a young age as Brent Cruz. And plus, if you ever seen him hit a golf ball, he can hit one about 300 yards too. So he's an athlete for sure.
Got it all going in the right direction.
Corey Heim just doing everything to perfection right now, and you know, stretching that lead each lap, and as we've been watching the lap times as they go by, consistently the fastest truck on the racetrack, and second fastest is Christopher Bell right behind him.
I've been impressed with Andres Perez all day, and I mentioned it earlier, but he grew up in Mexico City, and they raced in short tracks. He's not a road course guy, and he's been top 10 all day, and right now running third behind Christopher Bell.
What about Connor Zillich? We promised Regan we were going to talk about this young man. He had his nose up on the inside of Kyle Busch coming into the S's there. Decided to back out of the gas, but he's already moved up to the 11th spot. A lot of speed in the 45 truck, and you know he's going to just get better and better all day long. Racing alongside one of the best in the business at Kyle Busch, and he's faster than Kyle.
Connor Zillich racing all 3 major series this week, and that young man has a lot on his plate, but it'll be a thrill to watch. He's just unbelievable. Last year made his
Connor Zillich,
right here at this track after winning the ARCA race and won it and got on every.
Kyle Busch running the Xfinity race tomorrow?
Nice pass.
I doubt it.
Kyle Busch.
That's amazing. I mean, that's Kyle Busch. We're just tearing him apart.
and I like what he did there. He
Kyle's not the same.
Turn 5, the carousel. As we talked about early on in the race and where the passing zones where he set it up, Kyle Busch let him go just a little bit right there. Knows that he's got a faster truck right now. Going to lay in behind him and follow him for a moment.
You're going to shave.
A really nice pass by Connor Zillich, and we should really expect that from him. His track record on these road courses is phenomenal.
So Zillich moves into 10th. That's up 4 spots from the drop of the green flag. Working lap number 8 here, Corey Heim leads Christopher Bell at Watkins Glen. 14 to go in stage 1.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then, too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Welcome! Now, as the dad cab, it's my cue to help protect them.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. These dishes just aren't getting clean.
The problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent.
Really?
Really. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely, releasing more soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing action. Plus, the grease-fighting power of Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods.
That's impressive.
And it works so well, it even keeps your filter clean. Cascade. Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
Oaths by Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Ooh, can you get my bag?
Mom! Yeah? I fell. Okay, there's bandages in the cabinet. I'm bleeding. Grab 2.
Sheba, what cats want. Nice going, Lou. Nothing like a little confidence boost to help ease you back into the dating scene. Of course, that also includes having a smile you feel good about. Fortunately, Aspen Dental specializes in dentures and implants made just for you. And with affordable options and flexible ways to pay, you can get quality work for a price that fits your budget. Right now, get 25% off dentures and implants, helping our patients put their best smile forward. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
Paul? Hey, Carfox, are you hiding from used car shopping? Yes, it doesn't have to be scary. Show me, Carfox. Knowing how a car's accident history and tax price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
Well, to start the show, we talked about there's just 2 races remaining in the regular season before the cutoff. This was the point situation coming into this race. You see Stuart Friesen there with that win. Only 3 spots were open. Now this is with Friesen out with injury. This is how it could look. Ben Rhodes, a big gainer. They're only 16 back.
We tightened that bubble right up. A lot of guys are aware of that, and we talked about the race strategy, how this would play out today. And these guys in these positions are really going to look at these playoff points, these stage points. If other guys pit, they might stay out and gain some. We'll have to see how that works out.
Yeah, it changes how you run this race completely, especially, and not only Ben Rhodes, Jake Garcia being plus 16 right there. A very different look right now to what could potentially be the situation. And Ben Rhodes, we mentioned it earlier on in the show, how good he is on the road courses. This is an opportunity day for him right here.
Is that wild? Jumping over those curbs? So cool to watch. Listen to him hard on the gas right there, up across those curbs.
And you're still in the corner when you're shifting, when you're grabbing that next gear, 3rd gear in that section of the racetrack. And Ben actually going to 4th gear right there, which not everybody in the field's doing. Some guys choose to keep it on the rev limiter as they go into turn 6. It's more a preference than anything, Michael. I know for me, I like the rev limiter. It kept me from overdriving the vehicle.
You can see that rough ride that Ben's experienced and bounce all over the racetrack. That's that rev limiter you heard as he drives down into turn 1, pulls it into 2nd gear.
Michael and Reagan, we were talking about the speeds are really up this year and due to some changes to the track.
Well, yeah, and you know Goodyear's always going to bring better tires, but they've ground down some of these big curves that have helped the grip and them being able to really cut some of the corners better because of that.
Already a fast racetrack, and now we're going to grind down some corners. We're going to add more grip. We're going to give a tire that's a little faster. And
Ooh!
We're going to throw some trucks in the middle of the bus.
What was that?
As well. Yeehaw!
Hearing that Daniel Hemrick just had a moment in the bus stop. That was not him right there, but just prior to that, this was that moment.
Talk about trying to roll that speed. He got loose on injury.
Oh, yeah, Hemrick
he did
went
a
off
nice
the
job
bus stop a
of
little bit.
that Napa night vision, number 19.
And that's a save that sometimes doesn't always happen. So many times we've seen trucks get loose entering the bus stop on that first right-hand corner and end up going all the way out and spinning and even getting into the fence all the way out there and the tire barriers out there. So good, potentially race-saving save for Daniel Hemrick.
And Daniel's a veteran. He'll be able to communicate to his team exactly what he needs for adjustments, why that happened, and here he comes.
Oh, someone stopped on track.
The truck stopped on the racetrack.
Is that just a serving penalty, or no? It looks like he's stopped.
On that onboard, that's the 2 we're being told.
Yep,
William
that'll be a
Lambert.
caution.
Yeah, there it is, the Skip Barber machine.
That's going to bring out the caution, and that's why you saw Hemrick hop to pit road.
There you go.
And the caution
is out for the first time today.
9 laps to go in stage 1. Corey Heim so far has led them all. Christopher Bell, Andres Perez, Sammy Smith, and Lane Briggs, your top 5.
Who's that?
And when we think about Daniel Hemrick, as we saw him get to pit road, they're not sure if
that's
that
William
was
Lambros.
A stop that was planned or not, but if that was the case, they saw this truck slow on the back straightaway. A great move by that team to call him in there.
Lambros making just his 2nd Craftsman Truck Series start. His home track was Lime Rock.
Emmerich leaving the pit. They'll push that truck back to the pit area. We'll see if how quickly NASCAR opens pit road, and if there'll be any action. I can't think we'll see a lot of the front runners hit pit road.
You guys talked about the strategy. I've been talking to crew chiefs today. It's just kind of all over the place, you know, and where the cautions
Yeah,
fall.
it is pretty smoky in New York. It has been for the last few days. I went to the Syracuse Mets game last night. You could definitely kind of see it, but it wasn't like too bad.
Yes, I have a few times.
It was like 128 yesterday, which is definitely not good, but
they don't want us to tell the world, or is it? Do you think
not
it's really
terrible.
that tight and that close? I think it's that close.
I think it's that close, Michael, and certainly is.
When is it at Watkins, Glen? Because I can still see a little bit of it in the air on the
Here in
broadcast.
stage one, it seemed like it was pretty cut and dry and simple as to when and where these guys would pit.
81, yeah, that's really not that bad.
Within a window right now that could get them to the end of stage 2.
I don't think they are.
So NASCAR is going to
All right,
open
NBA just released their Christmas Day games. Are the Suns playing on Christmas? Please tell me they are.
Quick note, the only driver off track now is
fuck.
Raja Caruth. During break, they did push his truck back, had that rear axle problem that Amanda reported on. So heartbreak.
Why would I click on the fucking...
You know, what an exciting start to this race, Michael. We've seen, you know, all kinds of stuff going on the racetrack.
There we go.
You see all the teams and the pit crews right now.
No Suns.
They look like they're ready right there, but we've seen this.
No
before.
Suns
They get
on
ready
Christmas.
And they fake out the competition and
Honestly, I
maybe have
can't
a
blame the
different
NBA. The Suns kind of suck now.
pack early on here so far.
And no Kevin Durant, so... Yeah, the Rockets, who got KD, are playing on Christmas. So it's pretty much just let KD play on Christmas.
If that's the case, what do you got to lose? You're already... Those trucks are in good shape playoff-wise.
Yeah,
maybe they grab that track position and race it to the end of stage 2.
Now that you're within that window, right, of the lap.
Christmas game was like my favorite game of the year.
Today, I think
it's a shame.
Yeah, you pit now and you're.
That was the game I really looked the most forward
There's
to.
no reason not to. We haven't heard of any tire issues. Fall off hasn't been overly significant on these tires, so it would only make sense to see a number of our leaders right now.
Look at all the campers, you guys. Every year, it just gets better and better.
I just love it. Go racing in the afternoon, go mowing in the evening.
That's
Got it
right.
all.
Wake up and have more racing all day tomorrow, and then Sunday do it again.
Definitely some trucks will stay out here. It's like the leaders are coming.
They're all coming, guys. Headed your way, Mr. Bodine.
Yeah, Christopher Bell says his truck has gone to the tight side. He said if he can rotate this a little bit better, he'd have way more pace. So Jimmy Villeneuve, the crew chief, adding a little air pressure to rear tires to help the situation. Amanda?
Yeah, Connor Zillich is also saying that his truck is a little tight, but he's also emphasizing the importance of finding clean air out there. I talked to Connor about getting this ride in the 45 truck this weekend, and he said that Trackhouse called him and there was no hesitation. The thought to do a triple.
Still what? I could. I might.
A no-brainer. And as we move on to Corey Hyman,
I still love KD. That's never going to change.
It's a bit of a downhill here at Watkins. Glen, as Corey Hyman has all felt great about that truck as he leads this pack, Jamie.
Great start for those guys.
All right, I'm going to go get Chester some food real quick.
Maintains position.
He seems hungry.
We will step aside. Get back to racing action. 7 laps to go in stage 1 from Watkins Glen.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day. So I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
This is a story about the one who keeps it all moving. He is measured, precise. He thinks ahead, stocks the right parts, and knows just where to find them. Because for the one, this facility is about more than business. The industrial-grade products you need delivered fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too.
The limo?
At your service. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after time.
Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers. Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
And that's why I never drive those guys.
The party's over, big guy.
We're tired of hearing, I don't want to get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser-measured floor liners, front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get
Oh, sorry, Justin. That's all we got. Not much.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke. So this back-to-school season, I'm just gonna spend less on them. Amazon has low prices on everything kids need. Like a water bottle they definitely won't lose. Tablets.
Did Jester actually bark?
More stuff for whatever sport this is. All the latest lit, Rizzy Riz clothes. And lunch boxes for a homemade meal that they'll barely touch. What? So spend less on your little freeloader.
Yeah, that was a 14-minute, 12-second green flag run to start the race.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Well, after pit strategy, a little shakeup at the front for the first time. Gio Ruggiero in the 17, Ben Rhodes in the 99 opted to stay out there. Daniel Hemrick, running third, had pitted on lap 11. Everyone else pitted on lap 13. So mix things up just a little bit. We'll see how that unfolds.
He was looking
in the
for food.
meantime, some things happened during that round of pit stops.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch with some issues, Amanda.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I hate to say I'm standing in the empty pit box of the 07 truck as the team is packing up and leaving. It will be a terminal issue.
Oh, great.
He was, as you see him get
Well, that's it for Kyle.
to the garage. He was having issues.
Great job,
throughout
guys.
Stage 1 mentioned that he was having brake issues and having some steering issues. They came down pit road.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
And it was a broken steering box to take Kyle Busch out of this race. Todd?
Yeah, we reported in practice Chris Buescher, 66 truck, had a fuel pressure issue, and they changed the fuel pump after qualifying. It was a first
Chester, go ahead.
change, so they didn't have to go to
Hey.
work, but it didn't fix the problem. He's got the exact same problem now. Low RPMs, the fuel pressure is fine. As soon as the RPMs come up in the motor, the fuel pressure comes down and the light starts blinking. So it's not affecting his speed right now, and he actually likes his truck. He says it's handling really well. So hopefully the fuel pump holds out, doesn't quit on him, and he can finish this race.
Got a long way to go to get to the front, Todd, which is where we kind of expected we might see him today. So we'll see how that plays out.
Chandler Smith with the uncontrolled tire over the wall too soon for Honeycutt in the 26.
All right, back green.
The green flag is in the air once again. Love that new restart zone there, bumping and banging from the get-go. There's the green flag. Look at them. Here comes Corey Heim. He led the first 12 laps. He wants to take it back down into turn 1. Ben Rhodes to the lead.
Ben did a really nice job coming off of turn 7 there to keep his truck to the outside of Gio Ruggiero. It set him up for that angle into turn 1 and to be able to get past him and clear.
Ross Chastain with a nice move on this restart. He's up to the 3rd spot as they're just going to be scrambling back through this pack.
See the one of William Sawalich entering the fray. Haven't talked about him yet this race.
Oh, there's contact.
They're trying to go 3 wide right there.
Ooh.
Wow. The turn for
Tanner Gray went off track a little bit.
In front of that truck. What a mess that looked like.
You got to be careful not to do that too much throughout the course of the day. There is grass in some of those areas, and that grass will get on the radiator. That'll cause you to overheat, so you don't want to make a habit of getting in that dirt too much.
You know, we talked about
Sunset time for the race today at Watkins Glen is 8:05 p.m. Eastern time.
And changing his strategy because of the situation. Well,
So it should be good, but that is just
keep that truck up there and gain those stage points. It's a big move for this team.
Look at Zilich, guys. He is on the move again. He had gained the most spots before that first caution. Here he is marching forward. Just got around Williams. Sawalch moves into 7th.
And a good pit stop for that Zilich team. They were able to pick him up 4 positions on pit road as we went to break earlier. That helps. It's way easier to pass on pit road than it is on the racetrack. We've heard some of the drivers talking about how tough the track position is out there and trying to get that track position and wanting it. So nice job by that team, as well as Ross Chastain's team also picking them up on a number of spots.
That 99 truck of Ben Rhodes, he needs to run the 3.5 laps of his career right here to hang in there and pick up those points. This is huge. As you see, Ross Chastain gets to the inside of him. Could lose 1 or 2, but he just doesn't want to give away any more than that. I think the next truck behind him is Ruggiero, who pitted off. It didn't pit either, so they're on the same tires. See if they can hold their positions.
Look at how close they are, Michael. They are not giving an inch right now, and you know, Ben's able to slot in right there behind Christopher Bell, and I would almost tell him that that's exactly what you need to do now. You're on guys with even tires, and you can keep that position and keep those points if possible.
So that didn't take long. Corey Heim back regains the lead where he started this race. Ross Chastain up to 2nd. Christopher Bell, Ben Rhodes, Gio Ruggiero, Daniel Hemrick, your top 6.
Gio's on the same strategy as Ben Rhodes. He needs those stage points as well. Currently, he's got the whole world biting on his heels.
Keep your eye on that 45 truck. Connor Zilich, what a show that kid puts on.
Look how fast he is, looking to the inside of Hemrick down the back.
5-time winner in the Xfinity Series this year already. First full-time year. He is something special, and when he drops down, comes over to the Truck Series, always fun to watch what he can do when all you have on the line is a win.
And I like what he's doing right here. He's showing the nose to the right side through the carousel, gets him a little bit of downforce on it. Now that potentially gives him a little bit of a run as he comes to turn 6. Not enough this time, but it may set him up to turn 7. When he's catching guys, he's not wasting time with the passes. He's making them happen as quick as he can.
Ben Rhodes just ahead of that 17er Giro. He's a big fan of Gio right now. He said, hold that boy off. I need to run 2 more laps.
20 laps for stage 1, 20 laps for stage 2. Stage 3 will be 32 laps to the finish, and that'll round out our 72-lap event here.
Good action, good battling. So difficult, Regan, as you know, to make these lefts and rights and be that close to one another, not cut a guy off, not get yourself in trouble by causing your own problem.
Well, there's so many other things that can happen, Michael, when you try to make the passes, right? This is a racetrack where, in particular, into turn 1, you can get some wheel hop. As you get to the bus stop, you see guys are kicking up dirt. Then you have to look ahead of you. You got to worry about, did they go off track? Are they spinning? What's happening? It's just that brief moment of focus can cause you a problem. As we see Connor Zilich, he is ready to make this move, and he's doing everything but moving Gio Ruggiero out of his way right now.
He's going to peek that nose in there again. Gio's done a nice job defending that position, needing those points desperately.
Connor Zilich driving for Nice Motorsports for the first time. Only planned race for him. Here we go. Trying to get side by side as they come down the front stretch and into turn 1.
All right, so this is the final lap of the stage. Ross Chastain has moved into 2nd, but Corey Heim is still the leader. He's led every lap so far. Actually, that's not true, because he didn't lead a few laps during the caution. But he's led every green flag lap so far. Gio Ruggiero led 2 laps under caution. Ben Rhodes led a lap under caution.
As you see, Lane Riggs heating up the back of that 19 truck. Connor Mosak in that 81 doing a nice job as well.
Stay on this battle.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun.
Ben is driving a great great stint here trying to hang on to that truck, and it goes wide.
He hangs on to it, brings it back in one piece. Those old tires versus new tires.
Wow. It was a great save, wasn't it?
Ben is thankful for all the pavement out there right now.
Corey Heim comes out of
All right, so
turn
Corey
7.
Heim will win
Green
stage
and
1
white
at
checkered
Watkins
in
Glen.
15th stage win this season for Corey Heim. That's 9 more than any other driver. Getting it done. He even had to pass a few trucks to earn that one.
That was fun.
No doubt. It's Corey Heim, Ross Chastain, Christopher
That was about a 6-minute, 24-second green flag run to end the stage. I'm going to go take a shit. I'll be back. I'm going to start stage 2.
On the backside.
To be a pet parent is to be human. Sometimes we feel guilty. We can only do so much. That's why more and more pet people rely on Hills with scientifically proven formulas to give more love than humanly possible. Because you're only human, there's Hills. Science does more.
Hello again. How excited I am to meet you. Amanda.
Invitation delivered.
What show and tell today? Be careful. There are others on their way. Order Paramount Plus with Showtime on Channel 865 HD.
Don't move. I'll blow your head off.
You think you know their real stories? Think again. Wanted, Dead or Alive. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui. Right this way.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know, but he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Watkins Glen International. Well, it's so good to have the truckers back up here. It's been 4 years. I don't know why we had to leave, but I'm glad that we're back.
We left one time for 20-some years. Same. And we showed back up in 1986 with the Cup cars, and this place has been just amazing. An amazing part of the schedule in the summertime up in upstate New York.
Well, it was an amazing stage 1 for Corey Heim. You see that, maximize the points there, picked up 10. Where you see the dashes, that means they're not eligible for stage points because, well, they're just coming in here for the win.
Big deal, though, I think, for Ben Rhodes, Gio Ruggiero, even Daniel Hemrick picking up those stage points, is knowing how important it is to have those as we race toward the championship.
And I think as you look at Ben Rhodes, those 6 points there, because he is in the tightest position in terms of points right now, they help him more than anybody else and get him closer and technically right now above what we think will be the cut line at some point. Daniel Hemrick, though, was running 18th or so before he made that pit stop, before they make that great call to hit pit road. So a good call by that team as well.
Okay, so we had that first round of stops under the first caution, and only 2 drivers stayed out. So for sure, Ben Rhodes, Gio Ruggiero expected to pit here. That all we're looking at, boys?
I think you got it.
They can make it to the end of stage 2. And then everybody comes, and then do you make it to the end? That's the big question.
We'll
Butch.
raise that question again in a little while.
32 laps, it's like on the number. So 2 drivers will bring it down pit road for service. We'll step aside. We'll bring you more racing action on the backside when we kick off stage number 2.
When Ram killed the Hemi V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong, and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi, and it's saying, I'm back. You want more? Buckle up. Ram's coming back to NASCAR. Let's go, baby. We're back in America's motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know, but he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers. Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
The crew is in the Windy City for the score of the summer at Live Golf Chicago on Fox. Oh, yes. From came to collect, Bryson's set to ignite, Kafka's locked in, and Phil's ready to school the field. The chase is on. 25 million up for grabs. All eyes on the bag. Live Golf Chicago. Saturday at 1 Eastern and Sunday at noon Eastern. Live on Fox.
William Mattar's been a great brother, but I was surprised to learn how many people knew he was my brother. William Mattar's on this?
Oh, brother.
Because when Big Insurance finds out that he's on a car crash case,
So who's on this?
they hired William Mattar.
Oh, good.
Word travels fast.
Yeah, they got Matar on this. Matar? Oh, brother.
Hurt in a car?
Today we're going to be talking about that 044.
Just go down.
44.
At Burger King, you're the celebrity, so you rule the menu. Introducing your barbecue brisket Whopper. It's juicy, crunchy, tangy, and imagined by you. Try the first in the Whopper by You series today.
First you hear it, then you feel it. That's the crunchy, melt in your mouth feeling of Ritz toasted chips.
Welcome back to Watkins, Glen International, talking about this strategy.
Chester,
So 2 drivers did
stop.
Ben
Go lay
Rhodes, of course, one of them,
Go lay down.
and who was our other
It would all be better if you just
driver?
went and laid down.
Gio Ruggiero, the only 2 that had
Just-
stayed out. Now let's listen
Come on.
to the 45 Connor Zillich
Don't
and
be
what
a-
they're thinking. Their fuel
Don't be a
mileage is
communist, all right?
Fuel mileage was a little bit worse.
Still don't know what's wrong with that.
Don't want to get to make it to the end of stage 2 there. I just don't know.
Still don't know what's wrong with. You know, never mind.
Mileage again.
Yeah, and to clean that up, what they're talking about basically is we thought these trucks could go anywhere from 30, 31 laps, somewhere in that area in terms of fuel mileage, but the pace is a little bit quicker than what anybody anticipated before we got to the racetrack at Watkins Glen. That burns more fuel when that happens. Stage 2 is this 20-lap stage, so what a lot of these trucks would have liked to have done, they would have liked to have pitted at the very end of stage 2 before the yellow flag came out for that stage break, and that would allow them to run the entire final stage. You're hearing right there, though, a little bit of doubt on the radio. That was Phil Gould talking to Connor Zillich. A little bit of doubt on if they could do that, make that work, and that's why there's some question marks about strategy. And these teams were waiting until that first pit stop to get a really true reading on what the fuel is going to do. Michael, I wouldn't want to be a crew chief today. They're crunching numbers, and I guarantee you those pit boxes are literally on fire with computer smoke.
You know, we had a key word in our Ram race strategy: will they pit before the end of the second stage? And it sounds like that they don't think they can, so this will play into who is able to pull off the best strategy.
Connor Zillich had worked his way up to 4th. You see him there in the 45 truck. So Todd, we had 2 come down pit road. What'd you see?
Yeah, Jamie, first Ben Rose in a 99. one of the trucks that did not flip the stage, and he was hanging on for dear life. We saw on that last lap, the truck got out from under him off of turn 5, needs rear grip. Anytime anybody gets close to his rear bumper, the thing is sideways, so they needed rear grip. And a little update on the 66 of Chris Buescher. They think that they might have a bad fuel pressure sensor. Not necessarily the fuel pump itself, but the sensor is bad because it's doing the same thing it did with the other pump. So they're optimistic that they're going to be just fine.
We saw him under the hood, Todd, checking that out, so that'd be good news for Chris. You know he's going to be fast if he gets those issues sorted.
So what does he do? Ignore the sensor and just hammer down?
Yeah, I think at that point it's more just it's annoying for the driver, right? Your gauges are flashing on the dash. Anytime that happens, you're taught for your eye to get drawn to that gauge, whether it's fuel pressure, oil pressure, whatever it might be. And he'll just have to, he can do what I used to do, Michael. I would just tell him I'm not looking at the gauges anyways, and they'd ask what temperature it was, and I said, I can't see it, I don't know. So.
Yeah.
It's nice to have Chris Buescher in the field. It's really hard to believe, guys. I know we've talked about it, but he literally went from the ARCA Series, skipped over trucks, went to Xfinity Racing, and then Cup. He won the Cup race here at the Glen last year, but it's his first. I think he's got a rookie stripe on his truck. He should.
Just doesn't seem right that Chris Buescher at a track that he's won a Cup race would have a rookie stripe, but certainly it's great to have him in the field. And you know, I think as we talked to Corey Heim at the top of the show, when the field is this stacked, it's a really good measuring stick for all of these Truck Series drivers as to not only where they are, but where equipment is and different things like that. And as we talk about that, Corey Heim leading them as he's done all day long. Look behind him, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Connor Zilic. These guys have all been turning really quick lap times, and this is going to be fun when we get this restart to see how they stack up with each other.
Well, one thing that we've noticed so far, Regan, is Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Sawalich, they have not been able to keep pace with Corey Heim. He's able to pull away from him. But that 45 truck right there, he's just made his way up into the conversation. Can he be a guy that is able to run the kind of lap times that we've seen Corey Heim, and can he keep up with Corey?
Well, I'm excited to find out here in just a moment, Michael, as they get ready to come back to the green flag here. And you know, this is the next 3 passes that he has to, or 2 passes he has to try to make to see if he can keep up with Corey. They're not going to be easy passes. They're not going to be something that's going to be given to him.
Cleaning those tires off and getting ready to get to the restart zone.
So the pace car pulling off. Remember this different restart zone. This has come up quick. You see it right there, those 2 lines.
Here we go.
Go when they cross the first
back
one.
green.
Corey Heim, control truck, Ross Chastain on the outside. Turn number 7 and down the front stretch. There's the green flag in the air as they fan out pretty clean. They work their way down into turn 1. Let's see if Ross Chastain has anything for Heim.
Good run for Ross down into turn 1. Can he squeeze Heim down and grab the lead?
She goes wide.
It's going to be fun through the S's here. They are side by side. He gets them.
Chastain to the lead.
Christopher Bell was able to hold off Zilic. Wow, look how tight that is.
Zilic takes the look. Next to Sawalich, and he gets it.
Daniel Hemrick 6th, hanging in there after that strategy call.
So much action in the pack. You see the 7 truck, Sammy Smith.
Battle for the lead there, as you see Corey Heim was able to get to the right side just briefly of Ross Chastain, and that is wild. That all that racetrack, and they're still finding the
Look at
dirt.
Christopher Bell taking a look.
Everybody needs to follow Bozy Tatarevic. I don't even know if that's how you say his last name. But Bozy Tatarevic on Twitter. He is like one of the best followers, one of the best Twitter follows that you could find. Like, the way he explains shit is just so good.
Corey Heim with the advantage this time.
Great battle for the lead here between Chastain and Heim. Oh, whoa! Oh, wow! What a save by Heim!
3 wide for the lead. He is knocking at the door of that 45.
Sawalich as well. What a battle at Watkins Glen.
Look at Lane Riggs back there in the bright yellow truck, just watching all of this unfold. Oh, there's smoke. There's smoke back there. There's been contact and dirt kicked up all over the racetrack.
You can't be smarter than anybody right now. You just got to go. These guys have got the gloves off and the sleeves rolled up. They're going at it.
And as we looked at the lineup before this restart, this is exactly what we thought we would get at the front of the pack right here, and just some awesome racing. And that was actually the 11th spotter of Tony Hirschman that we just heard tell him he's going to play games all day long to try and put you in a bad spot. And I'm going to assume he was referring to Ross Chastain as he was talking about that right there. And if you don't have a truck quite as good, sometimes that's what you have to do to your competitor.
I'm catching my breath now. That was quite
Yeah,
the
it was
restart
insane.
right there.
I think they are too, Michael.
Sammy Smith battling off turn one.
Andres Perez had fallen back after the initial handful of laps in the 10th spot now in the 77 truck.
Saw Matt Crafton struggle early, but he's found himself inside the top 15. Good recovery for the 88. There comes that bright Menards number 88. Champion driver, Matt Crafton. Veteran just ahead of the 19-year-old. That's what the Truck Series is, isn't it?
A little bit of everything in the Truck Series, Michael, and that's how we like it being.
Dawson Sutton in that 26 truck. As Corey Heim begins to just get him a little bit of separation. And we haven't seen the 45 of Zilich be able to do anything with Chastain or Bell. He's right there, but not better at the moment.
And his best chance was on the restart, right? The 2 laps immediately after the restart, especially when things got shaken up a little bit in front of him there, that pass becomes more difficult to make. Because you know Christopher Bell, he's a veteran. He's going to optimize his braking into the corners just as much as Connor Zilich is going to be able to do with that 45 truck. And then it limits your passing zones a little bit, because if you don't complete the pass, then you lose time to him and you got to catch him again.
I just can't believe how aggressive they were and how tight things were in contact, and we kept them all heading in the right direction. That was awesome.
Corey Heim, one of 4 leaders today. He's led the most, lap 24. Kyle Busch led a lap. Ben Rhodes led a lap. And Gio Ruggiero credited with 1. 13 laps to go in stage number 2. Corey Heim out front. Ross Chastain chasing.
When Ram killed the Hemi V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong, and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi, and it's saying, I'm back. You want more? Buckle up. Ram's coming back to NASCAR. Let's go, baby. We're back in America's motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
Put the work in.
Mommy, I have to go potty.
You gotta do it, please.
Oh.
So, what's next?
Craftsman. What you build, builds you.
Put the work in.
75 years. One reputation, too tough to tame. The Lady in Black doesn't care who you are. Rookie or vet. Playoffs favorite or long shot. You either earn your stripes or you see your number slashed off the list. 75 years of scraped walls, battle scars, and history made the hard way. This Labor Day weekend, be there to write the next chapter of the Cookout Southern 500. Get your tickets now at DarlingtonRaceway.com.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Welcome to Truck Country. Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
And we're working lap 30, 11 laps to go in stage number 2, 43 laps to go in this race. Corey Heim commanding lead, and he continues to extend it over Ross Chastain and Christopher Bell.
Commanding lead a second, and you say that, Jamie, but that is in this race.
Slowly, yes.
It's just been crazy, especially after that pre-start. So much fun watching these guys do battle. And then all through the pack, we see great racing.
You get on back to about 13th to 15th. It has been a hornet's nest for the past couple laps, and really enjoy watching these guys with the elbows up, getting after it. That's what road racing, that's what the Glen is all about.
Daniel Hemrick quietly having a great race, guys.
Yeah, they made that timely pit stop before that caution fell in stage 1, got him track position, and he just did a fabulous job of hanging on to it.
See, as the trucks come up through the S's right here, it's such a fun part of the racetrack. The elevation changes, Michael, and going back and forth, trying to keep your momentum up. There are some challenges, though, as you get to the end of the S's, and you have to grab 4th gear. Very difficult point right there to shift. Your whole body wants to pull it to 2nd gear, and you're trying to get it in 4th gear, and you can't let.
Kyle Busch is officially out of the race.
As Daniel Hemrick is, I know we've talked about him, but continuing to run really well.
Yeah, that's good to see. Good looking number 19 Napa truck. Got Lane Riggs behind him. Lane's been on quite the road. Did a great job at Lime Rock. Was very fast on that road course earlier. A couple of second place finishes in the stage.
Caden Honeycutt.
Transmission.
Winding that down.
That'll be it for him.
That's tough for Caden, and you know, I know that we've had all kinds of different points discussions as we've got the number 2
William
truck.
Lambros
off track again, but he is
back
moving.
to the pits and got it refired, was able to come back out, but more problems.
Well, but he looks like he has issues. Looks like he has a broken toe link.
I
I don't think he'll make it back to pit road.
Playoff standings, so
there's smoke there from the 38.
Someone's smoking. So much shit's going on right now.
Smith. I think there might have been some contact. That could be tire smoke.
Chandler Smith has some damage.
Is that right rear? No, is it the left rear?
Left rear.
Yeah, you see the damage.
Yep.
Chandler Smith right now running 16th.
Wow. See if that thing, sometimes it'll clearance itself, but that looks pretty heavy.
I don't know that they're going to be able to take the chance of that clearance in itself. The other
He's
issue,
got quite a bit of damage
on the
right
side
there.
of that truck, there's been some contact there, and the other issue that they're going to have is, as Matt Crafton tries to get this position as well, they're not in any kind of a window right now. Even if they wanted to pit right here, it doesn't necessarily do them any good. You can do it, and they're going to have to, as it looks like that tire's coming apart almost.
William Lambros is limping his way back to pit road. I don't think this is very safe.
Housing looks like it's askew.
Todd, let's get an update on Caden Honeycutt. What happened there?
Dude, he's gonna cross
Yeah,
and
Jamie, no power steering. The power steering pump quit, and that is no fun on a road course for sure. It was a shame. He really liked this truck. He thought it was handling decent. They did move forward some, but no power steering for him.
so Caden Honeycutt behind the wall. That'll be
They
it for
originally
him.
thought it was a broken transmission, so thank you, Todd, for the update, but hate to see that and the points implications. We'll wait till the end of the race and see how that all shakes out for Caden Honeycutt.
Ooh, I was worried about Lambros.
If William Lambros does make it back to pit road, he will go behind the wall.
Broken, and he had to limp it in there, but was able to cross over the track and got it to pit road, so we'll stay green. There's a 38, Chandler Smith. He had to come in because of the tire coming apart, as you said, Regan.
Yeah, that was the right call. They had to get in and get those fenders clearanced, and it looked like that tire had fully come apart at that point. So he's going to stay on the lead lap. That's going to be a big key right here, is that he was able to keep it on the lead lap. And
Chandler Smith's on pit road to address the tire up.
Figure out what they can do from there.
The lap's ticking away, just 7 to go here as Corey Heim continues to lead. Has extended his lead just over a second over Ross Chastain. Christopher Bell still back there in 3rd, and Connor Zilich, William Sawalich, your top 5.
Put the work in.
Mommy, I have to go potty.
You gotta do it, please.
Oh. So, what's next?
Craftsman. What you build,
builds you.
Put the work in.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with Tums Plus. Upset stomach and nausea support. And love food back.
It's Native. Native is made with 9 clean ingredients and is good for your skin without leaving white marks or residue. 72-hour odor protection that cares for skin isn't a myth. It's Native.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the wild roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Toyota's got you covered. This guy went from dirt tracks to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes. And him, just a 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of our team of legends. Now you're up to speed. You in?
An all-American club combo, extra jalapeno, Cuda likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup. Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal. Shooter!
Okay, here we go.
I can have that day.
You just don't stop giving, do you? Green flag for underway. The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campground. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off.
Coming to the checker.
But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. Get your tickets now at KansasSpeedway.com.
More trouble for Chandler Smith. Just before break, guys, we showed that he stayed on the lead lap exiting pit road after a problem, but bigger smoke and bigger issues here for the 38.
As the 38 came to the top of the S, as you can see, tons of smoke billowing out of that truck right here. Not exactly sure what the problem is, but he was able to get it back to pit road. Todd, can you tell us?
I was able to get that back to pit road.
Yeah, Megan, this is a crying shame. A broken fender brace has gone in. The first tire cut all the way down through the cords. I've never seen a bike, and then it came off. When they went put the tire back on, went out, and of course they didn't get the fender brace fixed because they didn't know what it was. It ruined the second left rear tire. So they on pit road now. They've taken the fender brace off, all the inner fender panels coming out of it. The day's over pretty much for Chandler Smith.
Wow.
Oh,
Great
caution.
update. Thank you very much, Jack Wood. Wow.
Jack Wood off track. Man, that looked like a big crash.
Is out.
Looks like he took a big impact.
We've seen some tight racing, and
I'm just looking at the side of his car. You can like see the outline of like the wall, the guardrail.
Some damage, some tire issues. We had Grant Enfinger had come down pit road about a lap or two ago. We wondered what he was thinking, if they were hoping for a caution, but now they got it. Too late.
You can see on the Jack Wood truck there. Glad to hear him say he was okay, and you can see that Armco barrier that was kind of stamped into the left side of his truck. And
yeah, that was about a 15-minute green flag run right there.
Yes, is a problem, and you
oh yeah, it took a hard hit. They might have to repair that.
The driver's door.
Yeah, and looks like a left front tire maybe had let go on him right there for it to go straight, and it's hard. That's a hard impact there. So glad to hear him say he was okay.
And you could hear him breathing heavily as he said that.
A hard hit.
Just a hard contact there for Jack.
Just you're carrying a ton of speed at that part of the racetrack. The trucks are in third gear as they go down through that section, and one of the quicker areas of the racetrack. And
yeah, that was a big impact. You can see.
Yeah.
Hey Regan, how much smoke is coming off the computers in the pit area with the engineers and the crew chiefs trying to figure out, do we pit here? We asked that question, will they pit? This is your chance to be smart, Regan.
Well, there's a reason why I'm sitting with you in here, Michael, and I am not on one of those pit boxes because I don't know what the right call is right now. It depends on how long it takes to clean this caution flag up, first and foremost, if we get back racing, and what your play was prior to that.
It is raining hard outside right now.
And it would be to either
the stage break, it's kind of sunny too.
Before the stage break, and take 4 tires and then come back down pit road during the stage break to top off with fuel. And the good news is pits are open. We're about to find out, and I'm not going to have to guess.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Regan. We're going to find out what these crew chiefs have decided. Who needs those stage points? Who wants to just gamble for the win?
Saw the crew chiefs there for the first and third place trucks. We could just know what they're thinking. What are we going to see? Corey Hines, Scott Zipadelli, do they come now?
There's the tires.
Crew chief said 28 to 31 laps, right, on a tank of fuel, and here we are, 36 laps to go. Do you take that gamble and head for caution? They're all coming your way, Todd.
But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pats fans.
I love Tom Brady.
Adjustment the first time in, says the truck's really good, just needs track position. Amanda?
Yeah, this is going to be a busy stop for the 45, or for the 44 of Ross Chastain. Just witnessed told the team that the fuel pressure keeps cutting out, so they're going to change the fuel pump on this stop. And as we move on to Corey Heim, Jamie, there was no hesitation from Scott Zipadelli. When this caution came out, he told Corey Heim, bring it right to me. So Corey, hopefully, get here and get him out in front of the pack as they leave pit road.
The name of the game today is just keep your truck in one piece with no issues. We have seen things all day long. Look at the 45 of Connor Zilich. That crew's been on it all day. They gained him 3 spots and the lead.
Something went wrong with Christopher Bell's stop here in the 52 truck.
And they did lose a couple spots on the first stop, and we'll have to see what took place on the second stop. Obviously a little bit worse.
Christopher did a nice job of putting it right in the box where he needed to. You can see problems on that left front.
Todd, you've been on it all day. What'd you hear?
Yeah, Jamie, it's something that we see with these trucks a lot. The way they set the sway bars up in front of them, the left front tire just would not drop out, so the changer could not get it off, and it caused that track position Christopher needed is not going to happen on this stop.
And that is so painful.
Damn, man.
As a driver, as you know, there's nothing the team can do. They're just battling with that tire, waiting for it to drop out of the fender well enough to change it, and it's painful.
And that changer was doing everything he could to get that tire off of there. It's so much so you can see the fender on the left front there is just a little bit broken now because he was pulling so hard to get that tire off of there and get it to drop out. And there's still time left. The race is not over yet for Christopher.
We've got some strategy plays up front, too. We got a few more guys that did stuff different than the leaders.
Yes, we do. It looks like 8 drivers stayed out. Connor Zilich, though, was the quickest on pit road. We'll shake it all out when we come back as we remain under caution from Watkins Glen.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then, too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Welcome!
Ross Chastain is still on pit road right now with an issue.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays for those who love family resorts and for those who do not.
Gio Rosario penalty for driving through too many pit boxes.
Booking.com, booking.yeah. Love was nearly lost.
I think this will end the stage too, right?
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers. Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry, but now it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
The first time you try Bounce, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher, softer, with less static and wrinkles. So you start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on the finance guy, will it make him softer? The office dog less clingy? Bounce can't do it all, but for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Introducing Mother's California Gold Ceramic products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect. Giving you ceramic clarity, hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
America is back, thanks to President Trump and Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or overtime. Real relief for every American up early and home late. And they protected Medicaid for Americans, not illegals. Senate Republicans got President Trump's conservative agenda done. Securing the border, finishing the wall, bringing manufacturing jobs back home, making America great again. Thank Leader John Thune and Senate Republicans for delivering President Trump's agenda.
Purina cares here.
Bryson, Kepka, Rom, Phil, and DJ, some of the biggest names in golf, are teeing it up in the Windy City. It's Live Golf Chicago. Catch coverage around 2 tomorrow at 1 Eastern, and the final round coverage Sunday at noon Eastern. That's all on Fox. It'll be fun to watch. Today has been good. It's been a whole lot to unpack.
Oh, yeah.
What we've seen, we're going to have a one-lap shootout basically to the end of stage 2 here.
And this field is so mixed up right now for this one-lap shootout that in terms of, you know, Corey Heim, who was leading the race back in 9th place currently right now on those fresh tires, and everybody behind Corey Heim as well on fresh tires. Connor Zilich was able to gain a couple spots on pit road. Of the guys that pitted, he came off first, so this is going to be a wild restart.
Wild is exactly the word I was thinking, Regan. You said it.
So we expect the top 7 who stayed out to come down and pit, but do we see anybody come down and maybe top off?
Let's get through this first. This is going to be wild. They might not have a choice but to come in and pull some fenders away.
Damn it, Jen. We'll take care of that first.
A one-lap shootout. Here we go.
Going to be a one-lap shootout to the end of the stage.
To go in total. Once they pick that green flag once again. So Daniel Hemrick.
All right, going to be a one-lap shootout here.
Jamie.
Haven't seen them up front on a restart.
And green flag.
See how they do on these older tires. One-lap shootout. They are on their way.
Ben Rhodes digging.
So excuse me, coming through. I need to get some extra.
Surprised, honestly, we went back green.
Oh, wow. What a move by Rhodes.
Look at this.
Sammy Smith has the lead. Oh, trouble around goes Lane Riggs. The 9's around. The 56 is around. Parker Klingerman's around.
The 56, Timmy Hill.
Timmy Hill's in the 56.
They keep them heading in the right direction.
But they stay green.
He's still on track there. Sammy Smith with the lead.
Ben with a big run. There he goes to the inside.
How about for the Ben Rhodes, if he can pull this off, complete this pass. He did a nice job getting through the first part of the bus stop there.
Big for points.
But if
Pick
he
up
can
10 points if you
complete
can win this stage.
That is exactly what he needs to do today.
Sammy Smith gets 0 points for this stage win because he runs full-time in the Xfinity Series.
I talked to Ben this morning, Regan. He said, we got to go for it. We got to do something different than anybody else does. And he is doing just that right now.
Ben Rhodes coming into turn number 6.
Oh, around goes the 45. Connor Zilich into the gravel.
Now he's in the sand trap.
In the sand trap. So he'll have to be towed out of that.
7, the 99. He does it.
And Ben Rhodes is going to win the stage.
Number 2, his second stage win of 2025. But he hasn't won a stage since Daytona, so job well done.
That's about a minute and a half green flag run to end the stage.
No, he needs help right away.
Yeah, Connor Zilich is going to need help getting out of that.
That was wild as we thought it would be, Regan.
And
that was wild.
Appeared to be down to the inside there, thinking maybe he was, I don't know if he had an issue under braking, but so much to unpack there. I know turn 1 was pretty wild as well on this restart.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, Kyle's out.
Trucks that didn't have a lot of pace that stayed out, and that's usually an issue, especially when you narrow down into a turn like turn 1 here at Watkins. Let's see if we can break down what happened.
So turn number 1.
You see, is that Frankie Muniz in the white truck getting loose?
It looked like maybe locked up, almost looked like the rear brakes that he may have locked up going into the corner, and when he did that, got into the back of Lane Riggs, and nothing that Lane Riggs, Timmy Hill, or Grant Enfinger could do right there. Just wrong place, wrong time when Frankie had his issues.
Pretty innocent spins, though, as you see here from on board of Christopher Bell. We saw that bad pit stop. He gets a bird's eye view of this, does a nice job along with Corey Hines sticking low.
Right there.
Jake Garcia locks up the rear brakes, wheel hop.
Little wheel hop into him. That's exactly what that was. You saw the truck just wiggle a little bit and tough brake. And you got to imagine Jake Garcia knowing the situation he's in with points as well, seeing that his teammate up there, Ben Rhodes, is going on to potentially win the stage and thinking, I've got to get this spot.
And he was just right there, too, to pick up some valuable points, was Garcia, and it got away from him.
Worked to get Connor Zillage out. They got him out of that sand. He'll make his way back to pit road. But meanwhile, Ben Rhodes picks up that much-needed stage win and the points.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
There's a place no map will show you, where GR cars turn into full-blown track beasts. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. You in?
The story for this team has yet to be written. Pick it up! We've never seen anything quite like this. What a throw! This is gonna be a war right now.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Purina cares here.
Not what I was expecting. IKEA. When you need to get them settled into college, shop online and choose from thousands of pickup options or delivery at IKEA-USA.com.
This is the famous footwear that told everyone which Rickenbacker twin was which. But no one could tell which pair was half off. You don't have to overspend to make it famous. Buy one pair of shoes, get one half off at your local famous footwear store or famous.com.
At Burger King, you're the celebrity, so you rule the menu. Introducing your barbecue brisket Whopper. It's juicy, crunchy, tangy, and imagined by you. Try the first in the Whopper by You series today.
First you hear it, then you feel it. That's the crunchy, melt-in-your-mouth feeling of Ritz toasted chips.
And cleanup continues here at Watkins, Glen. We had some incidents, 2 separate ones. Actually, it was a 1-lap shootout. There was a lot to unpack there. We're still unpacking. And Regan, you raised a great question. You said something happened to the 19 and Daniel Hemrick. He came off of 7 on that restart, and he had the lead.
Yeah, he had the lead, and you notice as he got to the start-finish line right here, we'll see it. He's got the lead, and all of a sudden, he gets put 3 wide right here. And as he gets further down the straightaway, you'll see him shake the truck just a little bit. Not sure if it almost acts like there was a fuel pickup issue or something going on with fuel. And keep in mind, he had pitted on lap 11 way earlier than anybody else on that first caution of the race that we had. So have to keep an eye on that.
Well, we know Sammy Smith is coming because he pitted on lap 13. He's just a couple of laps to the good that we saw Hemrick.
But who tops off?
Ben Rhodes.
Todd, they're coming your way.
Yeah, once again, we see Ben Rhodes, one of the lead trucks that decided to not flip the stage, going for those points, and this time it paid off. He got that stage win. He likes his truck a lot better. Still needs some more rear lateral grip, though.
Whatever.
Well, guys, we're going to take a look at the 7 of Sammy Smith. He was telling Brian Patton he's really been struggling with some rear
Ross
grip
Chastain looks like
issues.
he's slow on pit road.
Caution that came out. Brian Patton did tell him to stay out. So as he finished out that stage, taking 4 tires and fuel here, we are keeping an eye on a lookup, guys. If they're coming in for top-offs, I heard William Sawalich talk about it. I saw Corey Hine come down pit road. So guys, we'll see who's going to make it to the end here.
That was close. You saw Daniel Hemrick was just blocked in, tried to exit his pit box and touch the tire of the crewman trying to carry it. Looked like everything was okay there. A lot of things happening on pit road, and they continue to. That's Lane Rigg's truck. Connor Zillich did make it back to pit road. He had help with a wrecker, get him out of the sand and pushed.
He's a lap down, though. He stayed in that sand long enough to lose a lap. So a lot of guys topped off here, as we thought they might.
All right, so as of now, 30 laps to go. Christopher Bell shown as the leader. You see him right there in the Stuart Friesen truck. We'll be back for the 3rd and final stage.
And Doug. Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
Are you a caddy?
No, I'm a Doug, and that's a Limu.
Okay, I'm gonna putt now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you putt.
Oh.
Nice birdie.
Yes, he is a very nice bird.
Oh, no, Limu! The cards!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Welcome! Now, as the dad cab, it's my cue to help protect them.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number. With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
The last team challenge.
No, listen.
We gotta fight it. We've never seen a conflict
Let me talk.
before a challenge begins.
It's a nightmare.
MasterChef Dynamic Duos, Wednesday on Fox.
Choosing a lawyer after you've been hurt can be a tough decision. There are law firms that claim to have hundreds of lawyers but will never take the time to get to know you. And other smaller firms just don't have the resources to make sure you get what you deserve. At James Alexander Law, we offer a level of personalized service you won't find anywhere else. And we're the Central New York law firm with the resources it takes to get you everything you need and deserve. We are James Alexander Law.
Music up, doors off, shades on. Jeep. This is how summer rolls. Jeep. There's only one.
During the Jeep Make This the Summer event, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4 for $299 a month. See your upstate New York Jeep brand dealer today.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
Tomorrow, it's baseball night in America as rising star Pete Crow Armstrong leads the Cubs against the Cardinals, or Bryce Harper and the Phillies battle the Rangers. Check local listings for the game in your area. That's tomorrow at 7 Eastern on Fox. You took in a little baseball last week in Bristol, Mikey.
Oh, man, that was the best time. ever. MLB took over the last great Coliseum. It was a beautiful sight, and then it rained.
Well, now they know our pain.
But I loved every second of it. There was so much energy there. The players just were in awe of how beautiful Bristol Motor Speedway is. Got to have a lot of good times there.
Great coverage. Got to watch it. Unfortunately, they had to make it a 2-day event.
We're choosing it up here. Got some strategy. Christopher Bell, you see, is leading this race.
You see laps since last pit. So you see Bell did not top off. The first to top off here is William Sawalich down in 7th.
What about Gian Buffalmante? He's in 5th position in that 22. He stayed out along with Brant Cruz. So it's another one of those restarts, Regan, that we saw just now. Frankie Muniz locked his wheels up, and we had a big crash. What happens here?
And I think guys that haven't been up towards the front all day long, we're going to have to keep our eyes open for that same thing to happen again, Michael. Truck balance changes a little bit in those braking zones. Now you're trying to go in with guys that are quicker than you, and you're trying to keep up with their braking zones, and that's when you get the lockouts.
Here we go. Now Stuart Friesen
right.
at home recovering from his injuries.
Here we go for the final
Watching his
stage.
truck 52 lead this field to
Green
the
flag.
restart on the 3rd and final stage of this race at Watkins Glen. Christopher Bell, Tyler Ankrum, Andres Perez, Matt Crafton up there, and Buffalmante, the top 5. Look at this drag race. Down the hill into turn 1. They keep it clean. 3 wide behind them. Much different than the last one-lap shootout we saw.
So far, it still looks wild to me, Jamie, and we've got trucks that have been faster all day long back in that pack. Where you see Sawalich, you said he's the best guy on this restart with enough fuel, we think, to make it. What do these guys have in mind of making it to the finish on less fuel than the others?
Brent Cruz in the 70 truck on strategy has found his way up there. Brand new race team, sold his Trans Am team, got himself a truck, and here he is running. They've been in the top 10 of practice. Great speed. Now they find himself battling up in the top 10 once again.
What about the veteran Matt Crafton, champion trucker, right up in the top 5, doing a nice job here today. Had struggled early, had to make some great adjustments to that 88 truck.
Did make great adjustments, and you know, if you'd have told
Rajah Caruth has a penalty for
for
changing lanes.
I think Matt would be very happy about that. As we take a look at the foot cam, this is on Christopher Bell leading the race right now, and this is one of my favorite shots that we have across motorsports. Really seeing what these drivers do and the tap dance that they have to do, Michael, with the feet, and how perfect you got to be, full throttle all the way up through the S's. And we talked about it earlier. Here in just a moment, he's going to try and grab for 4th gear. That is a tougher shift than you think, because everything's to the left and you're trying to pull that gear to the right.
Let's see if he rolls off that throttle and wide open all the way down the straightaway. We don't know that he has enough gas to get to the finish. Does he get enough of gap and then tries to start playing with that gas pedal?
And I think that's exactly the game plan, right? Get as much of a gap as you can and go into save mode if you have to, because he's, as we mentioned, one of those guys that did not stop, and that's what got him the lead and got him the track position. And it's tough to argue with crew chief Jimmy Villeneuve on the fact that he wanted the track position he's been looking for all day long.
What about Andres Perez? We talked about the speed all day long of that 77 truck. He's racing into the second.
Can you tell me something? Yeah.
Around
If you wish.
Tyler Ankrum. Yeah.
You know?
That's fast. He could go put some heat
Shouldn't
on
hold anything inside.
Andres Perez ran top 5 most
Let
of
it
the
all
race,
out.
and then slipped back and fell outside the top 10. Now he finds himself back out up front, 1 second back from Christopher Bell.
Corey Heim, we see he's in 11th position, just made a nice pass, got up to 10th, racing back there in territory he hasn't been all day long.
And that's exactly what I was just thinking, Michael, is a little further back than what he's been all day long. And we've heard about different drivers talk about how it's changing their trucks when they get further back.
Yeah, just tell me. You got to tell me something. Tell
To
me.
make up for him right now, Amanda, what do you got on Corey Heim?
Yeah, back to that slow stop, there was an issue with the rear end from Scott Zimbelli, but very slightly right there. But Scott said everything should be fine going forward.
You know the place called Micronesia? Nope. Is it a country?
I don't think there's anything wrong with the truck. I just think he was trapped back in traffic and he's just fighting his way forward. You can see
Is it like
how he's
Malaysia?
running. That was crazy.
Giving it everything he's got, and you know, the bus stop, we keep talking about it. You'll see right here, got to be very careful. If you catch it just wrong and he just got a little more air than he wanted to, and that correction put him off into the dirt on the right side for the exit of the bus stop chicane there. So Corey going after it right now, and I think part of what he's going after it for, Michael, you mentioned it, he's got to get up there and put pressure on Christopher Bell so Christopher Bell can't save fuel, because
it's a country near Australia. Yeah, what about it?
Bell can make it to the end of the race as it sits right now.
Corey Heim has dominated this race, led 34 laps. But remember, he's one of those drivers that topped off, and that got him back in traffic and just having a struggle right now, back in 9th.
Trouble for Parker Kligerman in the 75 truck.
That's unfortunate. Parker, birthday today. Birthday boy, not going to necessarily like this outcome here in terms of what's going on. Looks like maybe a flat tire on that truck somewhere, potentially.
Racing for Charlie Henderson's team. Charlie passed. This is the first race the truck is back. I know Parker had high hopes on his birthday to deliver for Charlie. That's a shame.
Turning 35.
How does this place have a soccer team?
Keep it down there, make it to pit road as the leader comes around. Christopher Bell, the 2017 Craftsman Truck Series champion, back with us for a one-off.
Got to be a big smile on Stuart Frieson's face right now.
Absolutely.
He Justin Parker.
Oh, it has 2,000 small islands.
See what happened to the 75. He was running in the top 10. Looks like just is that a left rear, Regan?
I think it's left rear, yeah. Just as he got to pit road, looks like left rear, and had to nurse it all the way back around the track, and that's a long lap.
That's painful, isn't it?
Part-time team. It's the little team that could.
Fastest truck on the track. Save what you can, but Andres Perez is he's the fastest truck on the track last time by, and the second fastest truck. If you were worried about Corey Heim and his rear end or any of his issues, he's second fast. So the 11 will be coming.
Todd.
Yeah, earlier you've been talking about Christopher Bell saving fuel, and I went over to Jimmy Villeneuve and asked him, I said, Jimmy, can you make it to the checkered flag? And his answer was, we didn't come to run behind that 11 truck. We're going all the way.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it doesn't say what
Lost a soccer game by 47 to nothing. Holy shit.
That's the bed they made.
I think I heard his confidence level in his voice.
Are the players dead?
When he said, save what you can. That was not an easy going, save what you can. That was a get me everything that you've got right here. But with that said, I like the call. They hadn't been able to get by Corey Heim to this point in the race. So if you follow him and continue to do the same thing as him all day, Michael, you're not going to find a way to win the race doing that. So put it in your driver's hands. You got a veteran cup driver who knows how to save the fuel. Put him up front and try to let him save it.
Well, he's saving fuel and hoping they have enough to get there. The guy in the best position, fuel-wise, is running in the 4th position, and that's William Sawalich. William just made the move around Connor Mosak up to 4th. So watch this one truck. We know how talented this young cat is on the road courses, and he's in a good spot fuel-wise. Has 3 or 4 seconds over the guy that's been fast all day long, and that's Corey Heim. But Heim, he's got pace too. You can see just 3 trucks back now.
There's Ty Majeski, guys. Welcome to the top 10. Started this race 33rd. He has slowly worked his way forward in 8th spot.
That's a good run. Good run for Majeski. Just scratched all day long to find track position. Now he has it.
A couple of Thor Sport teammates right there. Grant Enfinger with his problems earlier in qualifying didn't get a chance to qualify again. Started in the rear.
And Grant had problems the last time we were here at Watkins Glen with the trucks about 3 years ago, excuse me. Had problems with his truck, didn't get very many laps, and didn't get a lot of practice either. So really doing a nice job to adapt to the racetrack, learn the racetrack, and figure out where he needs to be.
Yeah, Grant, I asked Grant how he's feeling about today. He said, why are you asking me, Mike? I ran 2 laps here my whole life. Go find somebody else. But he's doing a great job, as you knew he would. Just such a great racer.
So it's a 36 truck field. Only 11 drivers here have ever raced here in a truck. So it was new to a lot of them. And to your point, Regan, it's been 4 years. So a lot has changed in this series and with the drivers. And
see right there's Brent Cruz. He's leading Corey Heim. They're running 6th and 7th just ahead of this battle with Matt Crafton and Gio Ruggiero. Gio's had a nice day. There goes Heim around Cruz. Give him another spot.
And you see the gap there as we went to this shot in this angle. You saw the 52 of Christopher Bell going into turn 1, and it's all the way back to turn 7 before we see them.
Last time by, Regan, Christopher Bell. If you're wondering about saving fuel, no.
If he's saving, he's doing a really good job.
He's the fastest cat on the track. There's that beautiful 52 truck. Andres Perez doing a great job in 77. And then here comes trouble. Number 11, just behind William Sawalich, Connor Mosai.
Can you imagine if Christopher Bell could pull this off after what Stuart Friesen and this whole team really have been through in the last 10 days? Stuart with so many injuries, broke his pelvis in multiple places, broke his right leg. He is out for the remainder of the season, so he is watching from the sidelines, but his truck and Christopher Bell making him proud right now. As the leader crosses the line, we've reached our Craftsman 20 to go. A 2-second lead for Christopher Bell over Andres Perez.
This is good. I guarantee it. Looks a little calm right now. This is going to be a crazy 20 laps.
If these last 20 Craftsman laps to go are anything like the first 52, this is going to get wild.
Do we get another caution?
Ross has had issues with his fuel pickup.
That's a shame. He was up there paddling with Corey Heim for the lead of this race.
And it at times looked like he had enough pace to at least keep up with him, and I'm not sure that he's going to make it.
Ross Chastain is slow. He might not make it back around.
And a long way to go to get back. It's downhill through the carousel, but then it's uphill.
Yeah, that might end up being a
turn
caution.
6, and don't know if that truck's got enough pace to get there.
Well, we talked about these last 20 laps being something to watch. It looks like he's got power. If he can keep it up out of the way. Amanda, is he going to make it?
Oh no, he's going off into the boot.
As you see Rostes say they're trying to make it back. His team saying, I know that you're having issues. It's been a fuel pump issue for Rostes.
Bro's going off to the boot.
Time after time again, he's had to come down pit road and to top off and to go back. He just, during the last pit cycle, he came down 3 different times to take fuel. So if he can make that truck back, they'll see what they can assess here and get him back out if possible.
Oh, Matt Crafton around.
Yep, and around goes the 88. You can see that coming.
He spins at pit road entry.
Everywhere, and Matt Crafton was having a heck of a run, guys. Have to look back and see what happened here.
Well, we saw
get back
such
going.
tight racing, especially back 7th, 8th, 10th position. Matt was right there.
I think they need to race the boot. I wish they raced the boot.
Yeah, you might give a little bit of space to somebody, but if you feel like you got the spot, you see Daniel Hemrick making a move, and
Daniel got loose down there. It looked like he tried to avoid contact, but
and that's a tough spot on the racetrack no matter what. The spotters have a little bit of difficulty seeing through there. There's a bridge that goes across the track. It blocks off their view just a little bit, and that accompanied with Daniel Hemrick getting sideways, we saw the end result.
Crafton was running 9th at the time of that incident. He's back in 21st now. Let's listen to the radio, Matt Crafton.
Clear back 5, yeah, he dive bombed you behind the bridge. I just saw it too late. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I couldn't see it, man. It was too far around the corner. I can't see it.
Regan, you nailed it. You said the spotters had a tough position there, and it looked like Daniel did his best to stay off of Matt when he realized Matt didn't know he was there.
And I think that's exactly why he got sideways. You're right, Michael.
18 laps to go from Watkins Glen. Can Christopher Bell hang on and take home the win? Or will it be Andres Perez or somebody else? Stay with us.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others,
I'm
it
not
can
that
cause certain
dumb.
cancers later in life. Welcome. Now,
I'm not that fucking stupid.
It's my cue to help protect them.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays. Because a romantic hotel works for some,
that a mirror?
but not others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
At Domino's, you can
Yeah, not even side by side with less than 20 to go.
topping pizzas for just
Kinda crazy.
$6.99 each. Or you could attempt to
Crazy
share
world we live
burgers
in,
around
Chester.
$6.99 instead. No matter how you slice it, you get more with Domino's $6.99 pizzas.
At Mother's, we're driven by the details, the finish, the shine, the personal style. Mother's signature back-to-black surface care technology brings out the best of your tires, trim, and plastic. Give it that mother's love.
The NASCAR playoffs return to New Hampshire Motor Speedway September 19th to 21st. This year, it's gonna be wicked faster and wicked funner. 3 days of racing, camping, concerts, and fireworks. Grab your friends or make some new ones. And when the checkered flag drops, one driver takes home the giant lobster. Don't miss New England's biggest race weekend, the NASCAR playoffs, September 19th through 21st. Get your tickets now at nhms.com.
Welcome to Truck Country. Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Alex Ballot's legendary season rolls on as he eyes an historic three-peat and looks to move one step closer to the single-season wins record. That's happening at the Grand Prix of Portland, Sunday at 3 Eastern, only on Fox. What a year he has had. Never had won on an oval, and he does it at the Indy 500. He could lock up the championship for the third straight time on Sunday. Back here at Watkins, Glen, Christopher Bell just clicking away with a 3-second lead over Andres Perez. But guys, who's in a good spot right now and who's not?
Well, and that's what we keep.
Corey Heim
And that's not
had to stop on track.
Clearly missing the bus stop.
Missed the bus stop.
Rule is if you miss it, you've got to.
So he'll fall back to 9th. He was up to 6th.
Complete stop in the bus stop.
Yeah.
We got a report from Amanda during breaks that he was experiencing some brake fade, and that could be.
How did Ross Chastain get back to pit road? I'm genuinely curious.
Inside of Majeski.
Because they said he got back to pit road, but how? He went to the boot.
Sense if he's having that brake fade when you go to that pedal and you expect it to do what you want it to do, and it didn't.
Let's listen to his radio.
We've heard that a lot today, Regan. I think, you talked about bouncing around on the curbs and the pucks moving.
Well, it looks like you might have an issue.
We've also heard about, pumping the brakes. There's a lot going on. That just shows you how hard these guys are pushing it.
And Corey just said in that radio, he said the brake pads, and that leads me to think they've got something else going on with their brake fade. Like, sometimes different pads can create more heat or cause things to happen a little bit differently. And he's also in traffic for the first time all day. We got to keep that in mind because I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that could be just enough to keep those brakes up a little more than what he experienced out front.
Well, we talk about this being a super speedway of road courses. You got a lot of speed here. Traffic does affect things.
That little hiccup for Corey Heim cost him 3 spots. Remember, he's going for his 4th straight road course win. Does he have enough time to get it done, guys, as he sits 9th right now with 15 laps, now 14 laps to go?
So the driver who's loving all of this chaos and everything going on right now, as we keep saying, is Christopher Bell. And is if you look at basically in terms of who's pitted where, Christopher Bell is in a position that we're not sure he's got enough fuel to make it, but what this is allowing him. And there you hear it.
That 3.5-second lead allows that.
And it allows it, but it also allows it because the 2 trucks behind him, when we look at Perez as well as Tyler Ankrum, they both pitted on the same lap as Christopher Bell. So they're going to be trying to do the same thing that he is. So it really gives you a lot of opportunity to save even more because of that.
Let's watch that right foot on this straightaway and see if he, how aggressively he was slamming the throttle down? Let's see if he rolls out at all. They're telling him max save. It looks like he's got it on the floorboard. Maybe he's letting off early, really early to save fuel that way. There's several ways to do it.
And I would say right there, that was a
Ross is off track right now.
He lifted off before he went to the brake pedal, and that's one of the best ways. And he may
I'll only be at New Hampshire on Sunday.
Watch to see.
I will not be there for the truck race.
In different areas, and you see the telemetry as well on the screen that helps us out with that.
Yeah, shifting early as well. There's several things you can do, and you could see letting off way early there. So this
It's
is
about a month away. A
a
little over a month away.
Save mode right here. He wants to see more of that right foot off of that pedal.
And that was on.
Caution is out.
Caution.
Right there, Tony Breidinger in the five.
Tony Breidinger
Out the caution for
has
the
blown up. Oh, she's on fire. Gotta get out. Stop, 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 stop. Get out. Don't drive. What are you doing?
Well,
It actually looks like the fire got out mostly, so.
Does.
That's a major engine failure, it looks like, for the 5 truck.
Thankful that fire put itself out pretty quick.
Yeah, actually, it looks like the fire, because they do have extinguishers in the car, so.
20, having a good run.
new sponsor for her on that truck. Looks great. At good speed.
You know what Christopher Bell's foot's doing now? It's not on the gas pedal at all. He's just coasting all he can.
You wanted Max safe. He's got it now.
Honestly, I was thinking about it. I remember I brought this up at work a few months ago. Like, NASCAR cars have interior fire extinguishers that are just automatic. I don't know why, like, all cars can't have that. I don't understand that. Like, if you really think about it, it seems like all cars should be able to have that. In the year 2025, you know?
From Watkins, Glen.
Like, it just seems like something that should just be in every car. That you just...
This is
I
a
don't know.
story about the one. The one who looks to Granger to make sparks fly. Getting it done right is a craft. It takes experience, the right material, and the right partner. Like
we have the
Granger,
technology to do it,
professional grade
you know?
products. For the one, working hard means others can play even harder. Call, click Granger.com, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain
Well, like, they
cancers
really should.
later.
Like, it seems like something that with technology today, like, we could definitely do
Embrace this
that.
phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the wild roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Bacon! I need bacon! Now bacon! Now bacon! Not falling for that again. Squirrel? No time! It's meaty! It's tasty! It's bacon! Nom 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 nom. I love you! I love bacon! I love you! I love bacon!
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
The mission, sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
An all-American club combo, extra jalapeno, Cheeto likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup.
It's going to be a lengthy caution. Probably should just stop the race.
Shooter! Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
It's no ordinary square. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better, with more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Glen? Are you hiding from used car shopping?
What if I overpaid?
That's nothing to be afraid of.
Show me, Carfax.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
Way better.
No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
So much racing here at Watkins Glen. Had ARCA earlier, the trucks, and we have plenty more to come. You see Xfinity and Cup are on track tomorrow. The Xfinity race at 3 p.m. on CW. And Sunday, the Cup Series will be on USA at 2 Eastern. And I believe it's going to be gorgeous weather all weekend. So that is a treat for all the campers, all the people who have shown out. You know, the drivers, they love to come up here. The fans love it. It's just beautiful. And you're from this neck of the woods, Regan?
I am, and was actually up there about 3 weeks ago, Jamie, in central New York, upstate New York. It's just a beautiful region, and glad to see they're going to get good weather for racing this weekend. Some of my earliest memories at a racetrack were at Watkins Glen, and they have stuck with me for a lifetime.
Did you ever watch this guy, Michael Waltrip, race there?
I did a few times, and I think I might have seen his first race there, actually, potentially.
It's funny, I raced there for the first time as a rookie in Cup in '86, and Regan was 3 years old.
Not quite 3 yet in '86.
Running around in the infield, having a good time. Great memories. This track has just always been a special place for NASCAR, and the fans make it that way. Just feeling all the energy.
That's right. So much energy and, you know, so much emotion. Regan wanted to win at his home track so much that when things went sideways,
oh man,
we saw this side of
Regan is fiery, isn't he? He loses his mind sometimes, and this was a chance for you to win.
I remember
at home.
This was, and you see the restart there and the contact, and
Ty Dillon.
Every opportunity we get to show this video pops back up again, and you know what? It was.
You didn't like the hat he was wearing.
Well, it was. We went ahead and removed it for just a little bit, and I hope nobody can lip read right now either, because I'm sure that both of us are saying things we didn't really need to be saying. But that's part of the passion of motorsports. That's part of the passion of what these guys are doing. And listen, we may see that before this race is over. And I do have to point out on that video, I actually went to Brendan Gaughan and had a conversation with him prior to going down to Ty Dillon, because I had another incident later on in the race as well. It was a busy day.
You were fun to cover.
By fun, do you mean?
A lot more fun being my teammate here.
Do you feel like it's been a while since we introduced the Marksman 20 to go?
It's been a while.
Here we are with 10 to go, a total reset here. We know Christopher Bell is saving max fuel now. We also believe, I believe, Regan, the brake issues that the dominant truck today has had, Corey, they got to be better now as you cool things down.
This is got to be a good break for him. He's getting a little bit of air to those brakes, getting them cooled off just a little bit. Michael, you're 100% correct. You know, Christopher Bell, max save mode, that's going to work out well for him. I don't know that it's going to be enough quite yet, though. I don't know how confident I would be in that yet.
I'm watching you with your calculator, and you're getting close, but you're not quite there yet. But just remember, keep your eye on the one truck. The one truck of Williams.
Well, now they're saying it's a quickie yellow.
Shape fuel-wise, and he's got a fast truck.
Pits are open. We have a couple takers from deeper in the field.
Is that Gio Ruggiero, the first one leading them down?
Gio Ruggiero, and I see Sammy Smith.
Connor Zilic.
Connor Zilic in the 45.
Dude, come on.
See all that speedy dry. Tony Breidinger had that big fire. She brought it down pit lane. There was a lot of oil on the track.
This will be a chance for Connor Zilic to get back on the lead lap. Reset his race after that spin. There's the 45.
Gosh, he was fun to watch till he went around, had his problems. Gio's had a really solid day for the rookie here for the first time.
Yeah, it's about a 19-minute green flag run right there before that caution came out.
Boyd was ahead of Connor Zilic, and we'll get to free pass. That's a tough break for Connor, man. I thought that was going to be fun to watch him come from the back. Maybe there's another caution ahead of us.
And an issue here for Ben Rhodes. Slow on the right rear. Something wrong underneath.
He hadn't made very many moves, Jamie, since he won that second stage. He was stuck just outside the top 20, so you can see they're making a major...
They can't make the adjustment. Something's broken underneath, it looks like.
You see the crew member, he's putting a jack stand underneath that truck just to make sure if he goes under there to start working on it and something happens that doesn't fall on him. Todd, what do you got on Ben Rhodes right now?
Yeah, Regan, about 10 laps ago, Ben actually came down pit road under green. He thought he has a drivetrain issue, doesn't know what it is, doesn't know if it's the gear or the The dry shaft's vibrating, but it's got a bad vibration. They don't know what it is. Doug George said, don't worry about it. Just keep going. But obviously they came in to check it out.
Well, and you know, that's good information to have there. And I think now you look at their strategy early on in the race, and it definitely is going to pay off that they did what they had to do to get those points early on by doing a little bit of an alternate strategy for everybody. And everything he can get from this point on is just going to be gravy if he's got this kind of an issue.
This team is overachieved today. Hopefully they can finish it off with this 99 truck. We got them lined up, Regan. Watch this.
9 laps to go here after the restart.
Can we hold our breath for 9 laps? That seems like a long time.
I feel like I've been in the gym for the last 30 minutes. I am wore out. This has been so crazy, so much to follow, and so much fun.
Guys, look at this front row. Christopher Bell, who's an unbelievable talent, who's been doing this for a long time. And then you have the rookie, Andres Perez, who's just holding his own. You saw the little clock on the pylon next to his name earlier. That means he's turned the fastest lap of the race. He picks up an extra bonus point for that.
And you know, Jamie, I'm not surprised by this. He's been fast at times all year long, but today he's making a statement, and he's in a position to win this race.
Well, and when you look at the points and look at where he's at, what is he willing to do to win this race? Probably more than anybody else up front right now.
And what's that 11 truck back in 7th? What's he thinking right now, knowing how fast it's been? We're getting ready to find out.
Remember, Corey Heim, even though he is moving
All
through the field, he's
back
been
green.
thinking about those brakes. That was the problem as we are racing once again. Great restart for Christopher Bell. They are fanning out all over the place. Look at Corey Heim. Ty Majeski trying to block him.
Oh, damage from Grant Enfinger on that right left front.
It almost looked like maybe Grant got turned into the turn 7 wall on that restart potentially, or something in that area.
Yeah, Grant Enfinger's got some damage.
So far, what a great start there for Christopher Bell. And look at Corey Heim making moves. Can he get there?
Great run for Connor Mosak in the 81. This is his style of racing, but he has gone to work.
I talked about William Swallich. He's up to 3rd now with the most fuel of anyone up that far. Keep that in mind.
And look, the 15 truck in 8th. Tanner Gray just became a dad for the first time on Monday. Jet Austin was born, so congratulations on your baby boy. And now could possibly get a top 10 finish here.
Yeah, heck of a week for Tanner if he can piece all that together in 1 week.
Rogero pitted under that last caution. He's just outside the top 10 in that 17 truck with fresher tires. See how far he can make it up toward the front. There's another move being made by the 11 Heim. He's down inside of Tyler Ankrum. That's for the 4th position, Regan.
And Corey Heim doing exactly what he did earlier in the race. When he lost the lead, remember Ross Chastain was able to get by him relatively quick. And he's making quick time getting around some of these trucks that he's behind on this restart, that he's going to have to keep doing that.
2 of the trucks ahead of him are starting to run on fumes. That's a truck for 3rd.
Corey Heim up to 4th. Oh, the 15 takes a hard hit. Man, that was a big hit.
Caution is out. 6th one today. Brent Cruz just
Brent
behind
Cruz
him.
took a hard crash.
There was a little help there. That was a big hit.
That was huge. You know, the later it gets in the race, the more you're going to block. And when you block, you take a chance of a guy hanging it into you. And if that's what happened, and had every look if that's what happened, a block, or maybe someone just got aggressive and got a hold of Tanner. We'll see what happened.
Definitely not an area of the track that we see incidents a lot.
Block to the left.
Majeski behind him.
And you're right, Michael. That was a double move, basically. And Majeski said, okay, I'm to the outside of you. I'm not going to lift again right now.
And that, you know, that's a hard one as a competitor to figure out. You make one block, get by with it. You make the second one and you get wrecked. You know, it's almost hard to blame the guy.
Yeah, and that's there. You know, you hate to talk driver code or anything like that, right? But the first move you can deal with. It's part of racing. I was always a believer the second move, okay, I've already said you got me on this first one, but if I make a second one, I'm going to stay put. And you know, Ty appeared to stay put there. And let's see if we can hear what Ty had to say here.
I was there. He came up and flipped himself. I couldn't lift in time. Is he all right? We're all good here.
Crew chief, but our talk between the crew chief and driver there about what happened, and then the concern for Tanner making sure he was okay.
Yeah, and I certainly don't think there was anything malicious there. I think, you know, as we just talked about it, that's a racing deal. You can only avoid somebody else's truck so much before you have to worry about your truck, and you have to worry about, you know, the position you're trying to put yourself in. And you know, Ty said it. He just couldn't get out of the way quick enough.
We will step aside as we remain under caution for
Tanner
this
Gray is
incident.
done for the race.
Huge hit for Tanner Gray. He
Yeah,
was
that's
able
Tanner
to drive
Gray.
it
Took a
back.
hard crash.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees. Too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Is that the scent of hope? Justice?
Citrus.
Super.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
I gave it to you as much as you have given it to me.
Just 6 laps to go here. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Watkins, Glen. And this has been quite a wild ride. That last restart, that is one that these guys have to keep in mind. And Regan, we were just talking, you got to keep one thing in mind. There's not one place to worry about, but 2 different places to think about on this
And
restart.
it's crazy when you change a restart zone. It really was done with the idea, I think, of making turn 1 a little bit less chaotic than what we see. And we're going to take a look at the most recent restart that we just had, and we mentioned it looked like Grant Enfinger got some damage, and you'll see right here to the outside of him was the 34 Lane Riggs. He gets turned head first into the wall, and now both he and Lane Riggs all kind of damage on those trucks. So what's happened is that restart zone's been shifted back closer to between turn 6 and 7. Well, they've got enough speed as they're coming off of turn 7. These trucks want to carry all the way out to the wall, and there's just not enough room. You've got to either lift, or if somebody's to your outside, you're going to get hooked into the wall. And And that creates a problem in turn 7 as well as turn 1. And
be careful what you ask for, right?
Exactly.
We need to calm turn 1 down.
Yeah, sun is starting to
let's
set.
see what we can do. Let's make
8:05
turn
p.m.
7 a
is the
little bit
sunset
crazier.
time, so we still got 40 minutes.
Number of Cup and
Or
Xfinity
30,
drivers
yeah,
right
40
now
minutes. I'm
that
fucking
are
done with
either
math.
at their hotels
40 minutes
or
until
motorhomes, wherever they might be tonight
that
in
comes.
upstate New York, and they're watching this race and they're taking notes to make sure they understand what's going to happen on Saturday and Sunday as well for those races.
So Connor Zilich was the free pass. That'll put 20 trucks on the lead lap.
Did you say Connor Zilich was the free pass?
I did. You were ahead of your time, Michael.
I was
You knew it was
predicting.
coming.
I was predicting he would be the free pass, and it's going to be fun to watch him come from the back. Darn it! Regan, how's your calculator? How are we feeling about the laps of caution? And we've got to say, this is if we don't have overtime. Remember, we tend to run into each other a lot late. But right now, you're starting to think he's okay.
If I'm Jimmy Villeneuve on top of Christopher Bell's pit box, I am feeling better each lap that passes, and I see my truck going by, not quite up to speed. But the other thing that I'm looking at as this is taking place is the 11 truck of Corey Heim, who we know is in a pretty good position on fuel, is going to start on the second row and has gotten himself up to 4th position. So maybe I'm not feeling quite as good with that happening because he appears to have some speed again in that 11 truck as well.
I still don't believe the fuel is going to work out. I mean, I know we've had a lot of caution laps, but there you see Corey Heim's led 34 laps. He's in great shape on fuel compared to his competition, as is William Sawalich. He's been really strong in that 1 truck. We saw Brent Cruz peel off from the 9th position to pit road. He had pitted on lap 38, just like Perez had 1 lap after C. Bell, but he felt like he needed to come get gas.
You're making me more nervous, Michael. I got to be honest, I'm usually much more negative than you, and when you're worried about it, I'm really worried again. Todd, help us out, Todd. What have you got? Have you got some intel on this?
Well, I don't have any intel, but I got the guy here that does have the intel. Jimmy Villeneuve, you got to be breathing a little easier with all these cautions.
I've been bleeding all day with the driver that I have in this truck. Yeah, just proud of everyone in HFR. Obviously, we're all missing our brother that's sitting at home. But we come here for one thing only, is bring this chicken home to Sue, and that's what we're here to do.
There you have it, a lot of confidence.
He does have a good man behind the wheel. If anybody can do it, it's him. But man, he last pitted on lap 37.
And I love the confidence, right? He said he's been breathing easy about the fuel all day, and no big deal. So maybe we're thinking wrong here, but some of the numbers just didn't seem like they were quite adding up.
Well, we've seen drivers that had that amount of fuel come to pit road. So it isn't just us, Regan. There's a lot of folks that are nervous about this situation.
They're choosing it up. How about Andres Perez, guys? Just can't say enough about this run and the homework, the time that he put into figuring this place out, getting better at road courses. His best career finish is 7th. Right now, he is sitting 2nd.
And no matter what happens, what a day this can be for him. If he finishes this off and keeps it up there in the top, even just the top 5, what a day it is. But you got to believe he's wanting more right now as he's sitting on the front row.
Well, it's been such solid, fast restarts for Christopher Bell. He's put a truck length on Perez by the time they get to that 7th turn. So we'll see if Christopher can perform again.
Look at Corey Heim lurking, row number 2.
Lurking. I like that.
But yeah, that last green flag run is about 2 minutes. Back green with 4 to go.
Here we go. Green flag in the air once again.
Watch for Heim pushing Sawalich. They start by the front row. Thought maybe they could get a run on him, Regan. That didn't happen.
William Sawalich taking a look. Andres Perez locks it up.
Christopher Bell has the lead. He's pulling away
Making a move.
from Brad Perez, who is in 2nd, looking for his first career win.
Remember that 11 truck behind him. He's had some brake issues. See if he can keep it together here as he chases victory with just 4 to go.
Gio Ruggiero in the 17. He's not finished yet. Picks up a spot over Ty Majeski.
He's got fresher tires, a better situation as he looks. Sawalich looks to the inside.
Oh, contact. They both go wide.
William Sawalich and Brad Perez go wide.
And that is the challenge with trying to make a
man.
move into the bus stop is you have have the potential for that to happen. And while that happened, Corey Heim was looking through as the seas were parting and thinking, thanks, guys.
So here we are. We've got our battle that started this race. Will it finish like this?
Watch these guys as they work down.
Oh, trouble! Big crash. That's a big one.
Oh my goodness.
That's a big crash. Ben Rhodes.
Keep in mind, was just on
He lost his rear tire. That's Andres Perez. I've been saying the wrong name this whole race. That's fun.
Not sure quite where it happened.
Yeah, that's a big one.
They set a wheel cam on.
It went rolling fast toward our camera.
We saw that jack stand underneath the right rear of the.
Can't quite tell.
And that will likely stop
right
the
there,
race.
And certainly Ben's got the window net down, so that's the first thing and most important thing. Window net is down on Ben Rhodes, but
This is one benefit of stage racing. He has points to show for his day, because the way that it just ended for Ben Rhodes, he would have nothing. So he got those 10 extra points for winning stage 2. Yeah, he'll need some help.
But he is out of the car. That's good to see.
Christopher Bell knows he's got another shot at another restart, and Heim is going to start next to him.
Big hit for Ben as you see he walks away.
you see the
left rear just comes off.
Left rear comes off, and
yeah, it was
he hits hard into that wall.
Hard hit, man. Good to see he's out and all right.
Looks like that left rear still got parts attached.
Also glad that he's done for the race. I don't like him.
Lug nuts came off, but like something maybe
the hub broke.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lengthy cleanup, as I talked about overtime. Could see all the debris flying.
You're getting closer to that.
Let's go on
8:05.
Listen to this.
We're now 33 minutes away from that.
Glad Ben hopped out of that truck.
And it will be Bell versus Heim, it looks like.
You see Ben get his hands off the steering wheel, and once you know that you're in that position on a road course, you got quick steering boxes on these trucks. Just go ahead and get your hands off the wheel. Don't get wrapped up in a spoke. And just got to believe it. That goes back to what we heard on pit road about Ben having the vibration. Todd reported about a vibration and thinking something was going bad in the drive line, and gotta almost imagine that's where the problem
looks like they already got it mostly cleaned up.
And know what it was.
Connor Mozak, guys, had fought his way, gained a couple spots after that restart. He's up here to run with Corey Heim, which he did in the Arca Menards series.
Well, also Gio Ruggiero. We talk about Ben's point situation. Gio has just been solid today. Took some chances along the way with stage points and pitted late, and now he's in a position to go not only get some points, but you see that 17 truck, he's running in 6th position. He's thinking maybe we're going to win this race.
Pressure tires. He was very good at Lime Rock a couple weeks ago, or a couple races ago, and man, why not, Gio?
Last pitted on lap 62, so we will be in NASCAR overtime here as we sit under caution for the 7th time. What are you hearing, Amanda?
Yeah, when you guys say, why not Gio? I know he's saying the same thing to himself. I was catching up with him at driver intros, and I was talking to him about his rookie season, and he said, well, I don't have a win yet. So that is the fighter that is at Gio Ruggiero. But I also talked to Lane Riggs today. He's still currently the reigning Rookie of the Year, and I asked him, who out there are you looking at towards the future? And he said, no question, Gio Ruggiero. That guy will be in contention sooner or later.
He's the real deal. Finished 2nd at Daytona, finished 3rd at Lime Rock, our last road course race. So backing that up with this performance, sitting 6th right now.
That's impressive. This has been such a... We knew Watkins Glen wasn't going to disappoint Riga, but now let's throw overtime on top of things.
Let's listen to Christopher Bell's radio.
We're at our number before you started saving during that green flag run. So it depends on how good you feel about that. Oh, we should be way good, right, with all these yellows? That's with the yellows included in it. Should have puts us right on the number, so.
Oh.
Now, what number? The number for one overtime? 2 overtimes?
Or was that the number just to get to the completed scheduled distance, which is what it sounded more like to me?
So here's our NASCAR overtime, a 2-lap shootout.
And I think the part that can make all these guys nervous is a yellow flag will cause another restart. So
absolutely.
Definitely going to be, be a little bit of a nail biter. And oh, by the way, look at the 2 trucks that are going to start on the front row. I think we've got what it took a lot to get to this point, Michael, but we got the exact race and battle that we kind of thought this race would come down to today between Christopher Bell and Corey Heim, and man, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Corey Heim took a little detour to get back here. It has been a smooth day for Christopher Bell. This team is just, they've been on it, on pit road, behind the wheel, doing it for Stuart Friesen, Jess Friesen, Parker Friesen. It's just a family affair. We're all thinking about you guys as you watch from home. We'll see how this one shakes out. Let's listen to Corey Heim's radio now.
52 things are right on their number here, so keep your eyes open, be ready.
You're listening to radios like we are.
Yeah, this overtime is, I don't think it's going to work well for Bell. I hope I'm wrong. Everybody's pulling for Stewie and that team, but man, it's just going to be a difficult stretch, it appears. I know one thing that Christopher Bell wants overtime to do is start right. Let's start right now.
Let's go.
Let's don't mess around anymore. I think the track's clear. We need to go racing.
So we'll go green next time by.
And let's go back for 1 second to that radio to Corey Heim, and that was from crew chief Scott Zipadelli, and telling him just to keep his eyes open and pay attention. The good news is Corey Heim should be restarting to the outside of Christopher Bell, and if that's the case, if he can stay door to door with him through turn 7, he won't have to keep his eyes quite as open, because if he has a problem, it's likely going to happen when we saw Daniel Hemrick have the problem as they got up onto turn 7. And then where he'll have to really pay attention is once we get up to speed, if he's right on the back bumper of Christopher Bell, if he's not able to get the lead or if they're battling it out, then you get to the S's and some of the areas where we see trucks run out so frequently because of how the fuel sloshes around in the back and what takes place back there. And that's where it could get a little bit hairy, and that's where he's really going to have to be on top of it if that 52 truck does stumble.
And you see how aggressively these guys are shaking those tires. They want to get those things as clean as they can possibly have them, so they're going to be full out. There isn't any fuel saving now. This is all about going as fast as you can, being as aggressive as you can on these tires, freshening them up, choosing properly, and hoping the guy in front of you doesn't run out of gas so you got somewhere to go.
We're sitting here and we're talking about it. We're not on the racetrack, and I'm nervous, Michael. I'm nervous right now for all of these guys. This has just been a lot of fun.
So Corey Heim will line up beside Christopher Bell. Corey 5 laps better on fuel than the 52 truck.
As is Connor Mosack.
And if the caution comes out again on this next lap, we're going to do it again.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully we race to the finish. Is that what you're saying, Michael?
Yeah. Connor Zillage might win the race if another overtime happens. Did y'all remember when he got that free pass just a caution or so ago?
Amazing foreshadowing by you.
He's back in 15th, though.
Here we go.
Back in 15.
All right, going to be 2 laps. NASCAR overtime.
NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series style.
And green flag is back in the air.
Corey Heim side by side.
2 laps to go. Bell, Heim, in overtime.
He didn't get the jump that he'd gotten earlier when he was on that inside.
Side by side.
Right there.
Down into turn 1. Still side by side. Heim with the edge.
Friesen, excuse me, runs Heim.
Oof.
Look at all this.
And Heim to the lead.
Heim takes it to the lead. Tyler Ankrum almost had
Ankrum almost went around.
Gio Ruggiero making the move on Mossack into the top 5.
Heim pulling away. Bell has a tire issue.
Number 52 truck.
Just a little contact as they went through turn 1, and he was trying to save that truck when it got a little sideways and keep it off the Corey Heim.
And around goes the 81. Connor Mossack around. Oh, hard into the wall. That one's a huge crash. Another big crash.
Caution is out. We will do it again.
Or will we?
And just once one truck goes around at the bus stop, you're completely blinded. You see the smoke and you see the debris and what was taking place there.
52 radio.
Yeah, Bell is pitting.
Valiant effort.
That'll be it for Bell.
Didn't have enough for a second overtime.
Remember, Corey Heim pitted 5 laps after C.
Big crash. I don't know why this hasn't updated. There we go.
You know, he's been running flat out every lap, trying to get up through.
We only have 24 minutes.
And that's a great point, Michael. It could be getting close for all of these guys right now. And if that is the case, Gio Ruggiero had pitted on lap 62, took his tires then, and could be in the best position.
And I don't, you know, we talk about foreshadowing. Connor Zilic is up to 7th, and he pitted that way after everybody.
Yeah, Heim and Ankrum might have trouble making it.
Might he win this race still? Is that a stretch? Look at that 45 truck. He's in a position to do so.
He has done.
He's up to 7th. He was in 15th when we took that restart. Up to 7th in less than a lap.
Got help out. Was a lap down.
Let's see what caused this mess, Jamie. You see Bell, but then it goes crazy. You see the dirt flying in the air. Around goes Mossack. And when that happens, you just can't see where you're going.
And there was some, see the 26 at Dawson Sutton there. Thankful that those tire barriers are there. Just came through there with a lot of pace. Couldn't quite tell how he got turned around from that angle.
I think he just tries to clear the wreck and just can't see where he's going.
Another big hit.
Yeah, they're going to have to repair those barriers.
The tire barrier.
We ought to consider red flagging this race so that we don't have these gas issues, but I guess...
But it's also...
So they're not considering that.
Pits will be open this time. We'll have any takers.
And this is where you get a little bit of a question mark, right? Does anybody think that's up there, you know, who pitted with, you know, on lap 42 perhaps, and I know we got Tyler Ankrum who pitted on lap 37. You see on the left side of the screen there, laps since last pit. Tyler Ankrum, 37 laps, and under green we thought maybe they could do 31 laps today, somewhere in that ballpark, and that was with a slower pace. So got to be wondering if they don't just say, hey, we tried and it didn't work out. The cautions didn't fall our way. We better come get the fuel right now and try and gain as many spots as we could. And then you get back to a guy like Ty Majeski, William Sawalich. What are they thinking? I know Corey Heim's not pitting. He's out there. They're whatever they got is what they got in the 11 truck right
Looks
now.
like Ankrum's considering coming in. And
it's starting to get dark.
He just saw his the leader or second place runner Christopher Bell pitted on the same.
Tyler Ankrum's pitting.
There goes Ankrum. Who else stops? And if that's the case,
that'll be it for Ankrum.
Where does that put Connor Zilic?
That'll put Connor Zilic up to 6th right now. He might actually win this. That'd be crazy.
Pretty good about his situation. Last pitted on lap 62.
This is getting interesting.
Corey Heim. How close? Five-time winner on the season. Can he hang on for another NASCAR overtime and pick up another win, or will it be a first-time winner? Gio Ruggiero. William Sawalich So many stories. We'll step aside, but we'll be back for NASCAR Overtime for the second time and see how this one shakes out from Watkins Glen.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
My moderate to severe Crohn's syndrome has kept me out of the picture.
We have 20 minutes to get this race in.
At 4 weeks. Many people were in remission
Now keep in mind,
at 1 year, and
well,
even at 3 years.
it's weird because, I don't know, like, when they cross the line, it'll be 2 laps to go at 8:05. But what if they're under yellow or what, like, I don't know. I don't really know the rules since, like, the restart is so short. Would it just be a normal restart? Like, yeah, probably would just be a normal restart, and then the next flag would actually end the race.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers.
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large Hut Lovers pizzas, like the new spicy Hawaiian Lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
It's native.
24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in 7 times moisturization.
Wow, and about half the ingredients.
Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth.
It's native.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
If you enjoyed what you're seeing tonight, wait for next week. We're going to Virginia. It's Richmond. And guys, it is the cutoff for the regular season. We will lock in our 10 for the playoffs. Looking forward to that. It'll be the 3 of us. It's Friday night, 7:30 Eastern, right here on FS1. How about the playoff leaderboard right now? Drivers in yellow locked in, and we have some open opportunity for positions.
And as we look at that playoff leaderboard, Jamie, and we think about what's going on in this race today at Watkins Glen, and I hope Richmond is just as exciting because we've been out of breath for most of this, but you see the 17 of Gio Ruggiero sitting there 29 points below that cut line as they are right now. He's in second place right now, and he has got, we know for a fact that he is the furthest up truck that can make it to the end on fuel. Corey Heim, with all these yellows and overtimes, we're not exactly sure where that's going to be right now. How good of a job has he done saving going around the racetrack? The one thing, Michael, I'll say about Watkins Glen, one of the easiest racetracks to save fuel at because there's so much uphill and downhill. You can coast a lot around Watkins Glen, and you can pick specific spots to power the engine up, get the momentum rolling forward, and let it roll the rest of the way down some of the hills. So this is going to be exciting, and it's good. It could potentially have massive playoff implications here.
And it could also have a massive another crash because it's just very aggressive. Look at there, Gio goes to the bottom, lines up behind Corey Heim. We haven't seen that from the front row.
And interesting, Corey Heim was able to get the lead on the most recent restart from the outside. He was able to stay on the outside of the 52 of Christopher Bell. And with that momentum, he carried into turn 1 and being able to outbreak him.
All right, so it would be 2 to go at 8:05. no matter if they are green flag or caution
I don't
laps.
know that I would have expected Gio.
So I guess if it's under caution, then it would be
understand the strategy there, but
next time, yeah, it's 2 to go, and then if that's a caution flag lap when they cross to go to 2 to go, then it would just be a 1-lap shootout, I guess.
Corey Heim will be the control truck. It is counted, I believe, 5 drivers who've never won a Truck Series race in the top 10. We just showed the points implications and the situation. What is it going to be?
Well, we got 15 minutes, so pretty much probably just one more caution. And then green flag.
Out of turn 7. Down the straightaway, you see the green flag in the air. Can they keep it clean?
All right, 2 laps to go. Corey Heim has the lead.
There's a lot of trucks back there, Jamie, in the 6th, 8th, 5th position that are thinking win. They've got enough fuel to get there, and they're going to be charging. If they make it,
Emmerich's there.
It's going to be close.
Corey Heim, a master at restarts. Up through the S's.
But Heim's starting to pull away. Will Heim have enough fuel? Hemrick has a rub.
Daniel Hemrick did equally as good of a job to be able to clear him immediately down the front stretch. We do see a little smoke off that 19 truck and lots of blocks further back into the...
Someone's off, and around goes the 81 again. And into the fucking tire barrier again. Oh my god. Dude, this is... Alright, well, that's probably going to end the race.
2 corners. From seeing the white
Actually, they probably can get it back going.
Finger.
Yeah, they probably can get it back going one more time, but that'll be it.
Had that contact with the turn 7 wall on a restart, and now the 11 truck, and I got.
But you got to repair that fast.
He's sweating just a little bit more now in terms of the fuel. He's obviously got 5 wins this year, so they're willing to risk it.
His race is crazy.
Let's listen to Corey Heim's radio.
These guys suck. Holy crap. Yeah, this is something, Camden.
They're not ready to bring it in yet.
Well,
oh my
really no
god!
Reason to bring it in, right? You've got the 5 wins. The only you've already lost.
How is this race going to end?
The only thing you've got left to race for right now is those 5.
Remember, like I said, 8:05 is the cutoff time, so we have 13 minutes.
Even if it means running out.
No,
you just
we have 13 minutes. Like, so once 8:05 happens, the next time we cross the line, like 8:05, cross the line, that's 2 to go. So if you take that, take that 2 to go under caution, then it would be a 1-lap shootout if you could go back green.
Control your own destination. That's the best way to do it.
Or it could just be 2 caution laps.
Barrier. Again, we've seen that a couple of times today. This is just one of those spots.
It all started when Connor Mozak, I think, went around, and then that just blocked everything up, you know?
Just very, very similar to the previous.
Bell could still win.
One goes around. You just
fucking Kyle could still win for all we know, dude.
Looks like contact from Ty Majeski jumping off the curb into Connor Mozak, and it's just, Michael, it's so tough to go too wide through that bus stop in any scenario unless both vehicles are just going so slow, and that's not going to happen at this stage of the race.
You saw right there Majeski into the side of the...
I was like, oh yeah. By the way, guys, sunset time is 8:05. Not that it'll be a big deal. Well... This race might go longer than the Xfinity race by laps, or might equal it.
Does he sneak through? Heck yeah. Clear all around. He survives to race another lap. Put
C-Bell in 9th.
Put C-Bell into the talk about who's going to win this race.
So Zilich was only able to make up 1 spot on that.
Yeah, we can't red flag it now. We'd run out of daylight.
William Sawalich, he was dust up in the bus stop. He's battled his way back inside the top 5. Watch that 1 truck.
So the 9th.
Dude, the same fucking crash happened twice in a row.
That's gotta be
That's crazy.
I feel like we were so calm in the first stage, were we not?
Yeah.
You don't think, the guys see the laps are winding down. We're in overtime. The sun is setting. They're just...
Look at all the damage.
They haven't even addressed on the broadcast that we're getting close to that sunset time.
Point out real quick one more time here. We talked about Corey Heim already. As we look at the left side of the screen, And laps since last pit, we're questioning if Corey Heim is going to have.
That's a shitty broadcast.
There's two other trucks in there that we've got to question a lot right now. That's William Sawalich and Ty Majeski. And you know, as you start going down through those
Derek
trucks,
White,
we'll have to see
P15.
if anybody decides that
He
it's
fucking
just time
made it to
throw a towel,
NASCAR?
much like the last caution here, and the pits are open now. So we're going to have that
That's
answer
crazy.
pretty soon.
Derek White. It's total sport change.
This is, we thought 30 laps was about what we could run, 32 at the most, but we've had a lot of cautions. As you see, Tom Majeski in that 98 truck, he pitted on the same lap.
Fucking can't believe that.
Up the ghost, but he might have some damage.
Derek White made it to NASCAR.
Right in front of that truck.
And he changed how his name was spelled too. Celtics to NASCAR.
Trying to listen in on the 11 to see if they believe they can make it or if they're in trouble.
Well, remember, guys, we have the sunset rule here at Watkins Glen. Any track where we run into the evening.
I think I remember watching one of your Twitch streams, Camden. Well, that's weird because I don't have Twitch. There you go.
The next time by, they get the white, and then the next time by, the checker. And so if you hear these people start saying, "Is it 8:05 yet?" It's not their curfew. They're just racing toward that sunset rule and making sure it's a safe environment to go back racing. And these teams might start.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit past 8:05, but 8:05 is like that. Once they cross the line the next time, that's 2 to go.
I believe we've used it or had to in recent memory.
I don't believe we thought we were going to have to use it today either.
Yeah, hopefully not. That's only 10 minutes away from now. All right, let's listen to the 11 radio. What are they thinking?
And they just get us over with. I mean, why don't they do it now? Well, they got a 8:50 shut-off time here.
8:05.
8:05, I'm sorry. That's
Okay, so they're talking about what we're talking about.
Right.
But it's not just a shut-off time. He still has to run a lap.
How about all the things that Corey Heim has going?
Dude, what's gonna happen on this fucking restart, bro?
He's running low on gas. He's wondering what time it is.
His brakes haven't been great.
And he's leading the race, doing Corey Heim things. We've seen him do all year.
Today, Michael. He's led in every single race this year.
And what about Daniel Hemrick? I feel like we haven't really said a lot about him, but found his way back into position. Think about back to stage 1 in this race when they had a perfectly timed pit stop and they got on pit road on lap 11 prior to the caution coming out. They were the only truck to do it. Ran out of fuel at one point and now has found his way all the way back to the front. So what a great job by that team to grind it out today and so close to what could be a good finish for them.
And another truck, Tyler Angle.
All right, so we're getting the 1 to go here. So yeah, this actually would probably, if there's something that happens, we probably won't go back green. Unless if it's like a debris caution, maybe. Like a short, small caution.
Look back on row 3, that black truck. Connor Zillich is.
But even that, I don't know.
A lot of great stories up here toward the front. A couple of guys in the top 5 that are really low on fuel. Everybody else is good to go.
Here we go.
Ruggiero, that 17 truck Tricon Garage, on his teammate next to him in the 1. Williams
coming back to green. Gonna be 2 laps to go. Green flag.
Zone. NASCAR overtime number 3. Corey Heim rips it out of there like he has all day long.
And Corey Heim to the lead. He's gonna block high or block low. Fucking block and block.
You got to wonder if that 11 truck stumbled. Got such a good launch.
But he's gonna keep the lead here. But he's gonna go wide. Here comes Hemrick. Hemrick side by side with Heim. Oh, but he gets a little loose, and Heim will take the lead.
Corey Heim takes the lead.
That's going to open the door for Jarrow, but there's the slow run up off the S's. Can he make a move?
Heim pulling away, and Hemrick has a tire rub once again. Please, get through this bus stop.
This is where we've had the trouble. Get through it clean, guys.
No Connor Mozak here, so. All right, I think we did it.
Heim is on it. Does he have enough fuel?
Look who's up to
Will Heim have enough gas? Will Hemrick have enough gas?
back into contention.
Christopher Bell had to pit for fuel.
Swallich looks like he's out.
Bell's in fourth.
Had a bump, a stumble.
So has that tire up.
Daniel Hemrick staying right on Corey Himes.
All right, coming to the white flag. Here we go. What will happen?
Gonna see the white flag here.
White flag's in the air. One more time around at Watkins Glen.
End the race, whether it's under caution or the checkers. Hemrick won earlier this season at Martinsville. 2 races ago, they did a crew chief swap. Mechanics all behind the wall guys swapped.
He is right there, heating up the back of that 11 truck behind. If that 11 truck stumbles at all, Daniel's there.
Yeah, Hemrick is right there. He's got a good run. Side by side once again. Nope. Himes still has the lead, but will he make it? This is a great battle for the lead. Himes holding forward.
Carried that momentum. If he can carry the momentum off of turn 5 here, just not quite enough to make a move into 6.
Hemrick looking to try to do something. Is he going to bump him?
2 more corners.
Oh! Oh! Nope, not going to be enough there. They're side by side. Can he do it? Nope, it's not going to be enough. Corey Himes is going to win at Watkins Glen. Wow, what a race.
What a day. How in the world did they stretch that fuel?
As they came to the top of the S's, you could
That
see
was something.
Momentum. I can't even talk right now. That Daniel Hemrick had, and he turned that into a run and almost made you wonder if the...
Sorry, I almost flew it there. I was running out of gas in the damn straightaways, and I thought he was going to push me into the corner.
And that was exactly what I was thinking when he just said, right? Yeah, was he running out of fuel as he topped over the S's there potentially, and just enough to get back. He's going to need help from a teammate to push the truck back there now, though, it looks like.
Man, what a day.
4th straight road course win for Corey Himes.
And you think about the races this year that Corey Himes has seemingly, had complete control of and had something go wrong at the end, and now you got this one here where it all goes his way and he is able to save the fuel.
Barely made it on gas, yeah.
Makes up for him a little bit, maybe.
No, except I don't think he's out yet.
Great effort by Daniel Hemrick. Kept it exciting to the end. Just unbelievable what that team is able to do and just how they deal with adversity. If they have any hiccups or mechanical, it's like they have a plan and they're able to fight back and fight through.
Well, that's exactly what you want out of a championship caliber race team, which is exactly what Corey Himes and this 11 team and Scott Zipadelli have built. And
that was about a 2.5 minute green flag run to end the race.
There was moments where frustration played a part of it, and anytime you're in an intense competition, that's how it's going to be, and that's exactly what these Truck Series races are.
Yeah, it looks like Himes still has enough fuel to come around. Oh, is he out there?
The only driver in
nope, he's just... Yeah.
They might have stumbled on the track, but it's not stumbling right now.
That's happiness right there.
David Gilliland, so happy. What a Tricon Garage puts out. 5 trucks every single race.
Nice burnout.
Get a little bit more fuel than we thought.
Pretty amazing, too, when you consider there was a number of other trucks on that similar fuel strategy that didn't believe they could make it. And that goes to show, we talk about Corey Himes and how good he is at so many aspects of racing, but obviously saving fuel at the right moments and doing it the right way. Good at that, too.
He did it 20 laps before anyone in the top 10 and made it work.
There's Corey Himes. Himes time.
A team effort right there, and it is Himes time.
Yeah, it's 8:05. Right on cue.
8:04.
He wins during the beautiful sunset. It's been a long race. Took a long time to get there, but they persevered, didn't give up. Corey Himes gets the win, gives high fives all around for his team. He and Scott Zipadelli really have a dynamic situation. Such a great relationship, so successful together. And Amanda is there to hear from Heim Time.
And make that 4 road course race wins for Corey Heim as he goes over to collect his checkered flag for his 17th career victory in the Truck Series. And Corey, I actually think this victory goes back to qualifying, which you would not quit with Christopher Bell, and you had to go out there and get that pole position. Then during the race, we talked about the higher-ups racing in this race. You battled, your team kept you in the game. What proclamation does this say about Corey Heim?
Yeah, just never give up. You know, I got behind on that last stage. I was scratching and clawing, trying to get back to the field. I had my brakes pretty much go out completely on me on that long green flag run. I was beating them up, trying to get back to the field. You know, blew the bus stop, made a lot of mistakes myself, and I feel like I've had a lot of them get away from us this year by cautions or whatever else, failures, parts, whatever. But finally had one go our way and had some more opportunities to finish it off, and then a couple more at the end for good measure. So huge thank you to Tricon Garage. This Mobile One Tundra was phenomenal. Toyota, just everyone that's a big part of this. Trevor and Blake, they did a phenomenal job of my development. So just so many people to thank, so many people to keep you know, impressing throughout the season. So big pictures of the championship this year, and that's what we're going for.
Corey, your team was on the wall, tapping their wrists for Heim Time as they waited for you. Congratulations to Corey Heim.
Incredible season, but he said it. Todd?
Here with Daniel Hemrick, second place. Buddy, I tell you, you're a better man than I am. You never run 2 laps all over him and never got into him.
Yeah, he did a really good job, and I really did, to be honest with you. Had that much of a tire advantage, and just still thought we were going to be in the mix there, and I shallow managed too much when I got the side of them there off of 1 on the white flag lap. Got into the door, and about lost it there, and didn't think I'd have a chance to get back to him, and then next thing you know I did, and I run to him down into 10 and drove in with open mind, and when he missed and I was allowing me to get to the left of him, I thought I was going to have a shot, and I don't know, I just felt like he had such a bad angle into 11, I'm sorry, and I just thought I'd be able to turn underneath him with the tire advantage, and I was completely blown away about the amount of potential he still had. So yeah, congrats to him and those guys. Wanted to get this type of night vision Silverado Victory Lane for Chevrolet, and you know, everyone at Napa, Gates Hydraulics, and the folks that help us, South Point Coffee Bank. I'm gonna replay that last couple for a while. I got what 6 days till next race. Yeah, this one will be on my mind till then probably.
Daniel Hemrick brings it home second.
That hurts.
Alrighty, y'all.
It does. When you think you
that was a time.
What you needed to do and you try to execute.
That was a race and a wreck fest and a demolition derby, and it was fun, I guess. But yeah, alrighty. I'm gonna be live in about an hour and a half. I'll be live at 9:30 for the Red Sox and Padres. And yeah,
Hope Richard's not as excited. Actually, I hope that's
I will see you guys then.